I know what you're thinking. Why is there no sound right now? Well, that would be because of this idiot in the bottom right-hand corner. That's right. I forgot to do a sound check before we started tonight's stream because it's been a while. And apparently, I've forgotten what my job is. I did realize later, and the sound will return, but for now, we are totally missing Craig's introduction and recap of what's led up to the point where we are about to start tonight. It's been since May that we have played Dungeons & Dragons, and Craig set up a beautifully crafted, well-written recap of all the things that are going on in this world and all of our different characters, and setting us right up to the moment that we start playing. But, like I said, I'm an idiot. So, instead of hearing Craig's retelling of the events that led up to now, you're going to hear it from me. I will be reading Craig's script, and I will do it as best justice as I can, but I'm not Craig. So here we go. It has been 6 months since our cast of 4 set sail aboard the Intrepid Devil under the command of Captain Connor Boone. What began as a dangerous shipment of iron across the heart of the haunted Sea of Souls to the mysterious Ivory Spire has unraveled into a mission to stop an ancient threat from the void. A threat long thought vanquished, hiding since the First Age and the breaking of the world, biding its time to return, to conquer, to devour, to destroy. Triskades, the 13th desolation, has his tendrils in everything, making it impossible to know who to trust. Wizard collegiates, pirate towns, governments, all have been infiltrated by his agents of chaos, the Salutis Chaosi. Triskades has tricked and betrayed Umbra, the god of undeath, and brought about the death of a lesser goddess, Desfuna, queen of the deep, beloved patron of Torque. Ancient structures, colloquially referred to as void gates, have been found all over the Broken Isles, and even in the far, frozen north. They all appear to be connected to each other and to various waypoints in the void itself. Triskades appears to be using these gates to increase the void's presence and influence in the world, and possibly even bring himself fully into the prime material realm of Eudora. If information gathered by our crew holds true, it would seem he is already partially here, somewhere in the very heart of the Sea of Souls. Getting to him could prove difficult, but maybe vital in stopping him, if such a thing is even possible. What can a band of 4 individuals thrust into this nightmare hope to do against an entity capable of going toe-to-toe with gods, dragons, and titans? An avenue may lie open before them. Facing the god of the void seems impossible, yet, forced to rely on assistance from this world, removing those allies may be enough to thwart him. Or perhaps taking the void gates away from him would suffice. There are possibilities waiting to be explored, but while our involuntary heroes seek them out, forces of Triskades and others will seek to stop them. The Radiant Dawn has made allies and enemies, and it may only be a matter of time before things escalate into war. Torque, unquieted barbarian, has lost much of his long life. And yet, in meditation, seeking some calm from the storm raging within, he may have found that one he thought lost still lives. Could his goddess have survived in some way? He has but a whisper and a prayer to go on. Taylind, tortured poet, torn between his path of revenge and the constant call of Marentha, may have turned a corner at last. After meeting a version of himself in a strange void dream, he has gained insight into what they all face, and a boon as well. The newly minted lord has become, in some ways, what he always loathed: noble, powerful, wealthy. Can he wrestle his demons into submission long enough to find his way? Flick, freed slave and fierce skeptic, grapples with the knowledge of the evils his people face. His past is catching up with him, and sooner or later, he may have to face off against old ghosts. The wizard he killed has allies, and they are hunting him. An old fellow slave has been turned into something else, and has been set loose by Flick's own hand. How will Flick navigate his new powers, his new friends, and his old haunts? Dinar, discharged sailor set adrift, may at last need to question what he thought was Verathan's curse on him. His iridescent scales, which mark him as the touched by the dragon god of truth. Spells from a tome of chaotic magic call to him, enticing him with their usefulness. As their captain, Dinar wrestles with leading his crew in the right direction, and his choices will have an impact on them all. Light and darkness, chaos and order. Which path will he choose? We return to the scene in Valenhold. Torque has found a moment of meditation in the safe house where he has found a startling revelation. Meanwhile, Dinar and Flick have accompanied Taylind to the infirmary of the Wavesong Temple, with the hopes of uncovering the mystery of Taylind's duplicate lying there in stasis. After a few moments of hesitation and discussion, Taylind reaches out and makes contact with the other, and in that instant drops to the floor, a flash of purple, chaotic energy surrounding both forms. Diana and Yarael step back as Flick and Dinar, you rush forward. You barely have time to react, however, before he opens his eyes. There's a cracking, tearing sound in the air all around you, as if a seam in reality has split open, and in a blinding flash, Taylind's duplicate is gone. Taylind's hand is held fast around a crude wooden blade handle, minus the blade. And that is where this episode picks up. The sound does return, and I hope you enjoy the rest of this episode.
Where's the other you go? What? Hey, buddy, what's going on?
I have taken myself into myself.
Hey, let's keep this PG-13, all right?
And our first quotable quote of the return. Only a few minutes in. Oh dear.
Me, myself, and I have become one.
I see. I don't see. But it's the other you go. What? Hey.
Oh, crap. Craig, your whole speech got missed.
Oh, no.
What? What?
Yeah, I didn't do a test beforehand, so your whole speech got missed.
No.
Do you want to do it again?
No.
Uh,
Tell you what, for the VOD, I will record myself. We will stitch it together. I will post the
oh,
link
that's so
to the
much more work
PDF.
for me, though.
I mean,
Well, it's your fault. So
I know.
I'm not going to do that again.
Yeah,
maybe at
all
the
right.
break or something. I'll hang in for a minute after the break when we go to break and read it. But
That's all good. I'll stitch it together.
stuff happened. Our heroes are tormented, thrust into this. Torque's off dreaming, and Taylind fell down, and he woke up again. The other one that's him is on the bed. He's gone, and they're all like, "What?"
I've taken myself into myself.
Yes, that was my recap. There we go.
That's pithy. That's good.
I have-
Preached it up.
I have become inside. The inside and outside are one.
So what you're saying is he was you all along,
That's right.
and now
The
he's
other,
more
the
you?
other Taylind was the friend I made along the way.
Right.
The real treasure, if you will.
Well, glad that's sorted. So, I guess we can. I don't know what else we got.
Taylind,
I assume
you-
Diana and Uriel are just like,
Yeah,
So
they're
you
just
were
kind of
just
standing
staring.
there stunned. They've respectfully backed off as Flick and Dinar rush in to help you. They're kind of looking at the bed. They're kind of conferring with each other, but understanding that this particular moment might be not for them, even though they've
good
been
thing
able
I
to kind of
didn't
stand back.
inherit. It's a good thing I didn't inherit all of his bed sores. That would have been atrocious.
He didn't have any. Remember, he was completely untouched. But Taylind,
I can make jokes.
you feel your hand like you without even realizing it at first, but your hand is like clenched and you look down and you see that the hilt,
Oh yeah.
that crude wooden hilt
Can
in your hand.
I do the thing?
Give me an Arcana check. Our first roll
Oh boy, I am
back.
fine at that. Well, hey, 15.
15. All right.
Mediocre.
You get an interesting sensation
Oh boy.
as you first realize that the blade that you hoped had done what you thought it did does seem to have arrived in this reality, and at least the hilt of it, and it's in your hand. And if you want to know more, you can watch the VOD of Taylind Dream on our YouTube channel.
Look at me. I've got one of them.
But
A saber made of some kind of light.
there's something odd about it in that you get the sense that it's not fully here. When you first saw it, it did have the blade. It wasn't just a hilt. There was a blade attached to it.
You know,
and you can feel a weight to the hilt as if there should be a blade there. So it's not like it's disappeared. There is that weight, but for some reason it's like it hasn't fully materialized, or it isn't quite here. It still has its connection to the void, and it's your death grip on it. You get the sense that if you were to let go at this moment, it would be gone. And so you're holding on to it, and it's almost like you can't let go because there's that innate knowledge that you're right now trying to bring this thing that didn't exist here, and it is resisting. Yeah. It's resisting.
Did the blade have a name?
He didn't really know what the name was. I think he called it like a void blade.
Sure.
He hadn't really discovered too much about it.
I dubbed thee cabin fever. Because now that it's all here, it's not all there. And if you get that reference, I love you.
That's awesome. That's awesome. It does have a name, but we'll change it. Maybe. Or you can call it whatever you want.
I gotta call. I mean, hey, if Blick can name stuff anything he wants, I can do that too.
but yeah. So, anyways, you know that you get the sense that there's more to be done here, so that you're currently in a contest of wills.
Sure.
That this entity, whose void is the home, wants to go back there, and you're trying to pull it out of there, and it seems to be resisting.
So I'm just not
necessarily in a sentient way, but more in just like a very natural, like,
sure, yeah,
I don't belong here way. Yeah.
It's trying to go home.
Yeah.
I just pull up the wooden hilt and just be like, oh, neat. Hey, Dinar, check this out. And I'm just gonna yes.
I imagine with Flick and I standing close, we both have to kind of step back, like.
Yeah.
So
that Luke Skywalker scene where he's just like doing this.
So as you do that, and as the two of you step back, there is actually almost like that tear that kind of sounded around you when this happened, and when the other Taylind disappeared. There's that similar sound, but on a much quieter level, and you do catch the faintest little like line, almost like a tear in reality, which goes through the space between the three of you.
Should it be doing that?
Yeah, Taylind, put that away. Put that away.
Why? It's so cool.
Well, we're trying to stop tears in reality that are going to let Triskades in, and you are just creating little micro tears. So,
okay,
well,
why don't? Can you take a look at this thing and tell me what else it can do?
Sure.
While he's doing that, Taylind, go ahead and give me a wisdom saving throw.
Can do.
It's not gonna. It's got the curse of binding, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a nat 1 for a 6.
Solid 6.
You momentarily feel your battle with this blade go the other way as not only is it trying to return to the void, it now seems to be pulling you with it. You are losing the fight, and you watch. There's not a your hand doesn't become insubstantial, but you start to feel tingly, like a weird, almost like the feeling in your hand is starting to disappear. And you guys watch as there's almost like a glitch where Taylor's kind of like
I'm in
reality.
danger.
Reality is fighting itself at the moment.
I'm going. Can I like will the blade into non-existence? Like retract it, like remove the deactivate it or whatever to bring it just to being a hilt.
Give me either another Arcana or I'd say an intelligence. Maybe this is probably just more of a straight intelligence.
I mean, either way.
It's probably the same, yeah. But
well, I mean, Arcana's a little better because bards, but you know.
Yeah.
16 on the die. Heck yeah.
Okay. So as that thought crosses your mind, you understand that, okay, wait a second. This isn't actually retractable blade. It's just that the blade is not on this side of the reality wall. So you can't retract it into the hilt. Like they are one and the same. It's just that the hilt is here and the blade is not. And so you basically have to, you're like, no, that wouldn't work. You need to pull the blade through reality out of the void into
So is it like it's like half manifested at the moment?
Yes.
So I need to pull it back from this half form. Okay.
So it is a full item. It doesn't retract. It's just only that part of it has come through. The
blade can either move in and out of dimension. Okay.
The more that you think about it, like when you remember the look of the blade, the handle is very natural. It's just wood, right? But you start to remember that dream a little bit more and in your encounter there, and you remember the blade being almost cut of the void itself. There were sort of like, pinpricks of starlight on it, on a very black, almost obsidian blade that seemed to match the essence of the void. And so it seems that the material part is here with you, but the rest of it, which is more connected to the void, is still on that side, and you're trying to like basically force it to come into existence here.
Okay. And when I had it when I originally came through, was it just the hilt, or did it also
just the hilt? Yeah.
Okay. So at this point I'm like, it's like semi-manifested, and now I'm kind of locked into the idea that it's gonna have to come out.
Or you're gonna have to
gonna go with it.
Or I'm gonna go with it. All right. Dinar! Little magic-y help.
Magic-y help? I think you need physical help.
Oh, we're well past that. No. Can you figure out how I can make this sword work?
Can I mean, Dinar doesn't know anything about void blades, but can Dinar attempt some kind of intelligence check to see what Taylind could do?
Do you have the identify spell?
Yeah, but I have to sit down and study it for 10 minutes.
Oh, you don't have it.
Oh, you only have a ritual?
Okay.
Yeah, I just use it as ritual. I think actually doesn't Flick have the identify?
I do, but it still takes a minute to cast. I still have to spend the extra 10 once per day, unfortunately.
All right. Well, let me start with an intelligence, and then maybe we can move on from there.
Help me.
I only rolled a 12 total.
12 total?
Yeah.
Okay.
8 on the die.
So the specifics of this seem beyond your current understanding. But just from the basics of what you're observing here, it seems to be simply a matter of will. That Taylind needs to manifest his desire for the blade to be here in a way that is stronger than the blade's desire to not be.
Okay, well,
I need to want it.
While Flick prepares to identify this thing, Taylind, do you want this thing?
I want the sword, yes.
Where did this sword come from?
Me.
Okay. Well,
my sword.
If you want it, then take it.
Okay.
If you want to come and claim him.
I just like put one hand up holding the sword, and with the other hand I just kind of grab it. I'm like, okay, I've taken it. Is it mine now?
Give me another wisdom save.
Dinar's going to put his head in his face.
Hey, wow. 17. All right.
That's better.
That's a lot better than a 1.
The feeling in your hands returns, and all three of you now can begin to see the base of the blade appearing connected to the hilt. And indeed, it almost looks like you're looking at a hole in space. Like the blade itself is just like pitch black with pinpricks of starlight in it. It looks like you're looking at like the distant stars, but in a blade. And there's the faintest purplish energy that kind of seems around the outside, flicking through it every now and then. It's definitely got a very heavy void feel to it. Like you guys are familiar enough now with the gates and with other entities, and this has that same aura, and it's strong. It's not quite through, but it's starting to appear.
I think I've almost got it.
All right, I've got a couple of ideas here. Because I got done a little reading myself, and I can make one of them myself, kinda. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put my hands over Taylin's on the hilt, and I'm gonna cast Shadow Blade.
Oh, interesting.
Yep.
And see if I can sort of reinforce Taylin's grip on reality here and manifesting it by doing that.
I like that idea. Very interesting.
That is interesting.
You're essentially trying to convince the sword almost in the sense that it's already here.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
You're going to try to gaslight my sword?
I mean, kind of. I guess that's a way of looking at it. It's like, no, what are you talking about? You're already here. No, shut up. You're here.
Yeah. Stop freaking out.
Okay. I like that. I'm gonna say, give me. Actually, I'll let you. I'll let that be an advantage for Taylind. And I'll let you either give me an Arcana check as a save or another Wisdom save, kind of. Either one would really work here, and you have advantage because
I think I'm gonna go with the wisdom.
You're drawing
save
on that assistance of his magic to kind of.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the wisdom save on that.
Sure, so you have advantage on it.
It didn't help that much, but a 14.
Okay. Because of your other save and its assistance, the DC did lower enough that'll do it.
Hooray!
It wasn't impossible. It was more just you just had to try for it.
Yeah, I just had to want it. You gotta want it. You gotta want it.
It's true. So, Flick, as you summon the Shadow Blade in the same place as Taylind's Void Blade is trying to manifest, there is a rumbling of arcane energy, and for a moment you see the dissonance between normal magic, weave magic, and chaos magic, which the blade seems to be enchanted as part of, and the two don't get along. And so there's that moment where the two of them are kind of clashing, but then a sort of symbiosis manifests just through the sheer force of magic and will, and the blade does start to appear in full. And you get this.
Ooh,
pretty.
As it manifests, Taylind, you immediately gain all the knowledge about it from your other self, even perhaps what he didn't fully understand about it.
Isn't better.
It does indeed have a name. Ferum Nis.
I believe that is Elvish for cabin fever.
I agree.
I mean, it's
well, you would know.
Sure.
Let's see. It's necrotic or radiant. Very nice. Per day. I didn't say okay. 1d3 plus 1 charges per day. That's 5. Schism. Cut through the barrier between planes, tearing open a small rift in reality. The schism occupies a 5-foot cube and remains in place until the end of your next turn. Any creature enters the schism space or begins or ends their turn within 10 feet of it takes a bunch of necrotic damage. You and any creatures you designate when you create the schism are immune. Oh, good. Dissonance. Strike the blade against a solid surface, causing it to vibrate in tune with the natural frequency of the void. Creatures within 30 feet must make a DC 18 wisdom save, or they take 2d6 plus 3 psychic damage. And must use their next turn to move away from the source of the sound, me. On a successful save, they take half the... Neat. I've just thought of an interesting combo for that. Sunder. When you succeed on a melee attack with this weapon, instead of dealing the weapon's normal damage, you instead expend the charges, which is 3, and attack the target's thread. Oh boy, their connection to reality. The target must make a DC 18 Constitution saving throw. On a successful save, the target takes 2d8 plus 3 force damage. On fail, the target is incapacitated as they break with reality and become temporarily frozen in space and time. They are stunned, cannot take any actions or reactions, cannot interact or respond to anything around them, and automatically fail all saving throws while in this state. At the end of their next turn, the target is violently shunted back into reality, taking more damage, and are pushed 10 feet in a random direction. If they are dropped to 0 HP, they are immediately destroyed and dissolve into nothingness, returning to the weave in full. That sounds pleasant. Sick.
I think you missed the part in the description that it hums with a faint discordant note.
Yes.
And upon attunement, you discover that a simple tune can be stored in the blade, which it sounds forth at
my command. It's the singing sword.
Oh, jeez.
So you can basically give it a song or give it a tune of any kind to play.
Ooh.
Oh my God, he's got a theme song sword. Is that what you're saying?
Can I just have it play Cabin Fever from Muppet Treasure Island? I've got cabin fever. I'd like to get my hands on whoever wrote this script.
And that's me right now. But
this is an important decision that must require all of the contemplation possible. Let me get my thinking drink.
As the blade manifests, so Flick and Dinar, you see it come into full form. Dinar, you recognize that same purplish aura connected to items of the void, items that have that chaos magic of them, and so this is an item born not of the material plane, not of this weave, but of the Ataxian. Diane and Yariel have actually taken a further step back, and they're just kind of looking at it. They seem really out of sorts, just kind of like, what did we just witness? There were 2 Taylinds. Now there's one. He also has his sword of the void. Reality ripped. What's happening here?
I've got cabin fever. It's burning in my brain. I've got cabin fever. It's driving me insane.
Are you? I'm assuming you're standing up now, probably, right? I should turn your.
Yeah, I'm gonna stand up. Yeah.
You're just been laying on the ground this whole time, like, hey, whoa.
Well.
So refresh me. I know Diane was your friend of old, but Yariel is like an attendant.
She was an attendant here. She was one of the priestesses that was seeing to the other Taylind, the body. So she's basically a healer. So she's a priestess focusing on healing, and she kind of is one of the caretakers of the infirmary here.
And who's this cute little fella swimming in the pond?
So those were when you guys had first come in. I think that was when Dinar, you had invoked True Seeing.
Yeah. Trying to figure out if Taylind was, or if Taylind's body was actually.
Right, and Taylind would have been aware of them as well. The water all throughout here has sort of magical guardians that inhabit it, elemental guardians that show up every now and then, but they're there to kind of oversee and to watch the place and act as Marentha's guardians over those who are here in their care. So they're water elementals, but they have a bit of a different look to them. Almost more, they kind of manifest more facial features even now and then. They're very playful, almost like sprites, and they kind of, they'll splash around in the water without being seen, or then they'll show up and then disappear. But they're just kind of there as a comforting presence. So they're friendly. Yeah. And they seem to have been, they were kind of invisible at first. They seem to have kind of been drawn to just what's going on here, and they're just hanging out.
I mean, this is where the party's at.
Just as a reminder for the rest of the area, there's a few other patients that are in the beds, the other end of the room. There's some guards at the entrances watching over things as well. So,
Well, that was a day. Anyone for tennis?
At this point, Diane finally does kind of step forward and says, "Okay, I have to ask this. Which one of you are you, Taylind?"
The correct one.
That doesn't help.
The better one.
Well-
Still not helpful.
I think
Lord Taylind Wavesinger, Shadow
Okay,
Bane.
that all right. That clarifies it. Yeah,
There
you're not
we
the guy
go,
on the table or on the bed. Where did he go? Where did you get that?
He went inside me.
Should have
I
expected
told
that
you.
from you.
Mhm.
And
What exactly do you mean by that, though? Like, should we be alarmed? Do we need to be on high alert here? Like, that was weird.
Well, look, if it's any benefit to you, you'll be happy to know that I am the Taylind that you remember. And that was not.
So who was he or what?
He was Taylind Wavesinger.
Oh my gosh, you're an idiot. Taylind, I don't have the patience for this anymore. Okay, like after all that we've gone through, this now after everything with I can't even call him Owen anymore. It's the resurrection stuff. Like my patience is very thin. Just be straightforward.
Pretend like we're children.
What in the nine hells is going on? What happened? What do you remember? What did you go somewhere? Like you fell and then he was gone and you're here with
I visited
that.
the Grand Plain where I was assaulted by shadows beyond count, and me and my brethren here, my compatriot, stood alone, back to back, as we fought off horde after horde of the Umbra's greatest foes.
She turns and starts to walk away.
All right.
She's just done. She's like, I'm done with this. And she literally actually just starts to walk away.
Have you heard of the multiverse theory?
At that, she stops.
I think that's a yes.
It's brought up in some academic circles.
Yeah,
I
there's a
think.
bunch of books about it in the restricted section of the library.
You
So
shouldn't know that, but yes. In the Mages Guild here, they've done some talk or interest.
yeah.
Why?
Well, you see, it would appear that our previous
Invalid?
Sure, we'll go with that. Was me from elsewhere, if you catch my drift. He was from another another ship, if you will. Very
How do you
similar to the one that we rolled in on, but altogether different.
How do you know that?
Well, he told me. You see, I was in his mind. We had sort of this like mind meld thing where we had a very nice conversation. I will say it's probably the best conversation I've ever had. It just goes to show you that a good conversationalist is hard to come by. But case in point,
Dylan, get to the point.
he essentially gave me the skinny on what's been going down. It would seem that reality is oh, let's see. Dinar, what's the word for it's like a soup. It's like it's like, so, a soup, I'm saying. But it's like different kinds of soup. And if you took like different kinds of soup and you merged them together, and then you had like just sludge, and that's like what's going to happen. And so he was one other soup that came in, and we're like this nice tomato soup, and he was like this potato leek soup, and he came in here and he messed up the soup. But the guy had already ordered one soup, and so, he had to eat just the tomato soup part and was ignoring the potato leek part, and so he was asleep in the bed because we're not eating potato leek, we're eating tomato soup, where this is a tomato soup and it doesn't belong here. So it was kept aside because the guy only ordered one soup. Dinar, help me out.
Buddy, I would love to, but what? What?
So,
Soup?
oddly, at the same time, Taylind, I feel dumber after that, but I also think I get what you're saying.
Primordial soup.
So he's
I'm
from
pretty sure there was something about primordial soup in there. He was Lord Taylind Wavesinger, but he was like first of his name Lord.
So he was just another Taylind from another reality?
Another soup, yes.
It would have been a lot easier to just say what I just said. But I get it. You're hungry.
You know what? Now that you mention it, I could go for some soup.
So why is he gone?
Well, he can't manifest here because he's not tomato soup.
Oh, for the love of...
So
Taylind
where
ate
is
the
Oh,
soup.
Marantha.
Obviously.
That's right. He had to change the potato into tomato, right? Very similar words. You got tomato, potato, one letter difference, right? Very similar, but altogether different. But what he did is he said, instead of being a potato, I'm just going to merge with the tomato until there's no potato left and everything's tomato.
Okay, so
Either he would like to make an intelligence check to try and figure out if Dinar and Flick understand what.
oh,
Taylin's
I was
saying.
about to say, do
Go
we
for
get
it.
this? Just
Go
a straight
for it.
intelligence, or is this a save?
I mean, he's talking about food, so Flick might get it, but
Uh,
feel like
well,
a check.
I'm speaking Flick's language.
this is just a check.
I rolled pathetically. I rolled a 5, so my total is 9.
Dinar has the confuse.
I kind of get it, but I don't quite follow soup.
I'd say you get the gist of what he's saying, in that there was this was actually another Taylind, but just not from here. It wasn't like a clone. It was actually another Taylind from somewhere else who's not supposed to be here. That's about as far as you get.
So you see,
far as the rest of it, and like why he's not here and what else
You see,
happened.
he
that's
was a
not
bit
really
of
discussion, but
It was a bit of potato soup that got splashed out of a giant cauldron into the bowl that is our world, that is our soup, the tomato soup. And that potato soup, that cauldron was then thrown out the back to feed all the squid monsters, right? And so,
Oh, is his reality gone now?
yeah,
Oh, that's bad.
His
Well,
soup is
so-
gone,
his soup is gone. It was eaten.
but so he's
Much
the only
like-
thing that
much like
remains
how-
from the soup.
I mean, there could be a leak.
Yeah,
there's a leak in his reality.
So,
He leaked out of his world.
That's right.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
so
Hey, this snow boats on Sunday is pretty good stuff.
Taylind, what does that mean for our soup?
Well, it's a preview It's an appetizer for what could happen to the soup that is us.
What happened to his soup?
Somebody broke some Triscuits into it.
I was gonna say, got eaten by some Triscuits. I'm a little.
Because Triscuits go
Here's
really
why
well
it's
with
not-
potato leek soup, but they also go well with tomato soup, and that's the point.
It's not contemporaneous with us. Time must move differently in the different soup continuums.
Well, I think it's actually more like that. Consider a smorgasbord, an all-you-can-eat buffet, as it were, and he's just going down the line.
Interesting.
So, is the Triscades that devoured his world, his soup, the same Triscades that's trying to devour our soup?
I believe that's correct.
You're not
Greg,
saying that there
correct
is
me on
just an
that?
endless number of Triscades.
So from what you deduced, the way the void works differently. The void is essentially
It's like
the void of
outside
everything.
reality.
Yeah. So those who are native to the void, they're from all realities and none at the same time. He's other. So yeah, it doesn't duplicate as other realities are. There's multiple realities out there, but only one void.
Well, on the upside, that means if we blow it, there's like a cajillion other us's to give it a whirl, right? So,
I mean, maybe let's not have a plan that involves all of us becoming digested.
I'm just saying,
No soup for you.
No soup for you.
Okay, we got a title, soup. But anyway,
There we go. We brought it all back, everybody.
the one with the soup.
So, we've been working under the impression that we could just prevent him from getting to here. But now, what it seems like the problem is that if we don't stop him, maybe he doesn't eat us, but he'll eat another reality.
Right, but it won't be us.
Yeah, but it will be us.
But it won't
it'll
be.
be other
It won't
us.
be
It'll be
us.
other
It'll-
us's.
It'll be French onion us, and we don't care about
That's
French
right,
onion.
exactly.
us.
How could we not care about
Broccoli.
French onion us?
Because if you listen, Dinar, let's say that there's a million types of soup out there, right?
Yeah.
And you gotta pick, but if you're a tomato soup guy, you're going to enjoy your tomato soup. Guy over there is eating, I don't know, cream of mushroom soup. You don't care about his cream of mushroom soup. You're enjoying your tomato soup right now.
Okay.
You can't.
Not where his song is going.
But we're not the ones eating. We are
No.
we are the soup. So let's say we block him from getting in here now.
Diane and Yariel are both just like,
Let's say we block Triscuits from getting to our potato or our tomato soup now. He goes down the line. He has French onion. He has chicken noodle. He has whatever the soup of the day is. He gets more powerful. He comes back to munch on us, and now we can't stop him anymore.
Yeah,
This
but that's
is
like
no
100
longer-
years from now.
Yeah, but so then it's our children. Our children's children.
Wait, you've been holding back on us, man. You got kids? What?
Oh, for crying out loud.
This is deep dish here. Come on.
Do you understand the problem here? If we don't stop him, then this just keeps going to different versions of us until it inevitably comes back to us.
Yeah.
So this is not let's make sure he doesn't eat our soup. We have to make sure he doesn't eat soup.
Look,
gotta
if we
plug a
have the
soup hole,
opportunity to stop him entirely, I'm not against it. All I'm saying is that may not be a choice. And given that, I don't think it's worth trying to, exhaust everything we've got to protect a soup what ain't even tomato.
Okay. Let me ask you this then. How did the other you get here?
Random ataxian weave, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, Craig. I believe it was like something to do with the fact that we're fractured.
yep.
Yeah, it's a side effect of our of us becoming fractured. Which opens a whole can of worms.
Well,
Or can of
Worm
soup.
Now we're
Yeah,
talking.
yeah, that's right. Worm soup. There we go.
So
just-
speaking of worm soup, as involved and invested in this very detailed soup conversation as you are, Taylind, oddly enough, because of your high passive perception, you still catch this while the others don't. At least not as first. Another tear in reality is forming, very similar to the one that kind of cracked through as you awoke. And it's centered right in the middle of the infirmary. All right, where this lovely circle in the center of the hall is. And you just catch it out of the corner of your eye as this conversation is going on. And you see reality just kind of almost like crack open, and a very roughshod portal opens, not to the void, but obviously harnessing that Ataxian magic, harnessing a different power. And it opens to, you can just kind of make out in the background, it might look like somewhere where there's some sand, some palm trees, some familiar looking buildings in the background, reminiscent of a certain pirate port. And stepping through is a character who at once looks familiar, but also alien. There's enough reminiscent of as you remembered him to recognize Runix.
Oh.
But something has happened to him. His eyes are white pupils, almost with a dreadful glow, a baneful glow, but red around. And you can actually see there's blood coming out of the bottom of them. His teeth, his fangs have been enlarged. His skin has kind of gone to this more of a grayish pall. And he's been transformed into something inhumane, or inhuman, well, in orc, inhumanoid. There's an otherness to him as he steps through, and he immediately locks eyes on Dinar.
Uh-oh.
And you
Could
hear
I do
his
something?
voice. He speaks, and there's that again, there's almost like an overlay of his normal voice that you remember, but something monstrous in there as well. And Dinar, he raises a hand towards you. You can see that his muscles, there's like black veins along his arms. His skin is just kind of like pulsing, almost as if there's something trying to break out of him. And he just points at you. Dinar Rixius.
Nobody here but us soups.
Dinar will
I
turn
have
to face
no
Runix.
choice. As I said before, I would rather have been done with all of you. But I must hunt you down. Ship Vargos has declared you enemy.
I'm just gonna turn like aside over to Diane, like, he can just come in here like that? What kind of security are you running?
She's like, no, he should not be able to. And in response, you do see that the Water Guardians scheme has started to rise up off of them, and their form has started to change into something much more battle ready. The temple guards at either end of the room have kind of gone into mode and are trying to rush forward as well. Runix steps forward. Dinar, you must die, or I must die. There is no other option. And he just starts walking forward to you. So we're going to roll initiative.
Well
boy,
then.
time to test out my new
friggin'
sword.
time. I mean, this guy's had it coming for a while.
Oh, why is there still a turn order in here? Get out of here.
Like a glimpse into the past. Who rolled
So
first?
everyone
Who's
go
first?
ahead and roll initiative.
I rolled
Can I
spectacular.
argue perception because I like heard him coming
Oh.
first? Like I
Yeah,
was aware.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, I forgot we're using that other.
Um,
Um.
Oh, way to go, Diane. What kind of initiative is that? I guess she's kind of caught off guard. So, oh my goodness, that's actually quite fitting. Both the priestesses are like, what?
that makes sense.
We don't know what's happening.
Normal initiative is just perception, right?
Dexterity.
Yeah, but the custom initiative? Or do I just
Normal
roll?
normal is dexterity. Custom is you choose what else you want.
Oh, okay.
In Pathfinder, it's perception.
Yeah.
That might be what you're
So
recalling.
where's my button to roll initiative? That one. Hey, 21.
Blackjack.
I'll tell you what. I will use my tactician feat, and I will swap initiatives with Flick.
Oh,
I'll take the 10. He can take the 21.
bless you.
Bless you, laddie.
Okay, that sounds good.
All right. So where can
Aye,
chat
aye,
see
aye.
this? Right there is perfect.
All right, so that does put Flick right at the top.
Oh boy,
Ooh, what are you gonna do?
it's a great question.
So this is Runix, but it's something has been done to him. And I
been
see what you
modified.
recall when you found him before is he was kind of forced to follow you. There was something, he'd been tortured or something, and then he just vanished.
Right, he couldn't tell us who had done it to him, and he
Yes.
just showed up and then he disappeared.
Yeah.
All right. So
Um,
first things first, I will move up to about Schmer. All right, this chucklehead needs to just slow his roll, I say. So we're going to cast slow on him.
Ah. All right, that's a wisdom save, I
Yes.
believe.
Wisdom saving throw.
Oh, that is a 10.
That is a fail.
Ah!
So his speed is halved.
-2 to AC and dexterity saves.
Ooh, that's
Can't use reactions, can't use multi attacks. And if he casts a spell, he's got to roll to see if it actually happens now or later.
Well, that's going to really hinder him. So he's going to use his Indomitable to re-roll that.
Oh boy, here we go.
Yep. Oh, he
that's
rolled.
even worse.
You hate to see it, kids.
Do you?
I hate to see it.
Do I do it right away?
You know the answer to this, Craig.
There you go.
I have to. He's not gonna let that happen. Legendary resistance is just gonna.
Yeah, there it is.
But he's now used an Indomitable. He has Indomitable and he has Legendary, so he's used one of each. But he's like, I can't let that happen.
We're doing this the hard way then, huh? All
Yeah,
right.
he's here for blood, so.
I mean, I guess that's fair. Boy, oh boy. I do need to lay into him a little bit, though.
Devin, if you recall our game, me and your game from way back when, you may have an idea of what Mr. Runix here is.
Oh, bloody hell.
Payback.
Here
All
we
right.
go.
Even though it's not after you.
Well, if the higgledy-piggledy is not going to work, then I'm going to action surge and just drop a fireball on his head and do it that way.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, when in doubt.
Yeah. So
Fireball.
I'm going to use my 4th level spell slot because I've only got one. So, where's that necrotic coming from? He is not hexed. Ignore the necrotic. So 37 fire damage on a dex save. All right, so he saves. So half of 37 would be, or 18 fire.
18 fire. Okay. Yeah, okay.
And
Is the bar
that-
showing? It should be.
Yep.
Okay, good.
doesn't look a lot smaller. And I'm done.
All right, Taylind.
Well, I think this is a great chance to test out cabin fever. Faramness away. Okay, he is a bit of a ways away from me, annoyingly. So, do I have to like activate the sword or does it just stays on all the time?
It's just as
It just stays on, right?
it's just part of it, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And I am counting your battle of wills with it as your attunement.
Okay. Cool. All right.
That
Nice.
was a literal like you struggling with the
Yeah,
blade.
yeah,
You're
yeah.
Like you are mine, I own you. So yeah.
Oh, is he large, or which square is he in?
Oh yeah,
He's
sitting on a-
he's in the middle, but so he's
So we can hit him from here.
yeah.
Okay.
We can say he's in that square. Actually he would be that guy because he did start walking forwards to you guys. So that is true. I just wanted him center because it looks nicer
It does look nicer.
when he appears, but sometimes grids don't work.
Okay. So I don't want to get in too close just yet. So we'll move maybe 30 feet to get here. And then I'm going to take cover behind, what is this, a chair? Just kind of like
Yeah.
kick it and just let's get cover behind it, because why not?
Okay.
And, oh man, we can tell that he's strong with his magic resistance.
Anybody else see your distance still staying up?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's when you're
No,
gone.
I do not have that problem.
Oh, there we go. Just kind of.
Okay.
Ooh, oh, but I could do this though. Okay, hold on. There was a thing I can do. 'Cause I'm
We like
here.
things.
I like things. I could move here, right? For 30 feet?
Mhm. Yep.
Cool. Then I would like to activate my Scion of Elemental Water. As a bonus action, I shall conjure a forceful surge of water directed at him. He must make a strength saving throw against DC 17.
Okay.
As water gathers around his foot, his feet, and his legs.
That is a 21.
All right. Well, he is.
He's strong.
Yeah, I kind of figured as much.
He's very
So
strong.
he does
His
not.
muscles are like rippling out.
he does not get flung towards me. In that case, I'll keep the sword brandished, but that was a bonus action, so in true swashbuckling fashion, sword in one hand, pistol in the other.
Excellent.
Nothing personal. Actually, this is very personal.
I was gonna say, are you sure about that?
And I am going to fire off a nice little. Oh man, I'm better off doing an attack roll here because he can't resist that, unless we want to burn through them. But I'm gonna say probably not. So I'm gonna go for. Do I really want to do? Yes, I do. Okay, let's open up big. Let's throw out a very powerful ice knife. So I'm gonna roll to hit him.
Right. Oh.
An 11, which I'm gonna assume does not hit.
No. That doesn't hit much.
Well, that sucks.
That might hit a commoner, I think that's about.
Yeah. Well, it hit a zombie.
Yeah.
Aha! On guard.
So it's less that the attack hits, but it just kind of seems to just fizzle like by it gets there, just kind of.
Well,
it still does the explosion.
Yeah, it's just like, let me double check that because I think it still does the explosion that he has to avoid.
Hit or miss,
right?
the shard explodes.
Cool. So he'll then need to make a dexterity save.
He's gonna fail that.
Ooh.
Hey.
This didn't let me choose what spell level I was casting it as. So I'm gonna try this again. Nope, still not letting me do it. That's annoying. It increases by 1d6 for each slot, so that's going to be 2, 3, 4, 5d6. So I'm going to go ahead and roll that. 18 cold damage.
He just kind of stands there, unrelenting as the cold just breaks
So
through.
the water
and it hits
yeah,
him, but he just kind of.
The water attempts to wrap around his feet and throw him towards me, and as it fails, I just sort of, quick thinking, I freeze that water as it manifests itself into a bullet in the pistol, which then fires out, just kind of like bounces off his chest as he looks down, and then it explodes in his face, but he doesn't seem to take much from it.
So
That's
what
right.
you notice, what
Plenty more of that.
What the two you notice right away is that even the damage that hits him, like, he doesn't seem to register the damage, the pain. Like it does damage, but the sense of it, pain of inflicting seems gone. It's just not there. There's no reaction. He just takes it and just nothing.
There's a lot more of that waiting for you. You bastards.
Right, is that everything for?
That's I've done everything I can at this point. Yeah.
All right. So the guardians, which have been roused,
Right.
there's a couple of them that had kind of appeared and were steaming, and at once they all merge back into the water, and there's a rippling up in the larger fountain as a joined guardian of multiple forms rises up out of the water. And Taylind, you've never seen this. You figure that few have, even those who know the guardians are here, few have seen them in their coalesced into their full guardian form where they join together to assault any threat. And this thing is massive. Then you can see that it's actually got like boiling water for hands that is actually turning into almost like fire. The steam is so intense. And so this is water and fire, natural elements kind of all combined into one, fitting for the goddess of nature. And it appears up here, and it disappears into the water, and it's going to appear over here. Now, it seems kind of connected to the water. It can't really fully leave the water. I think it can kind of go probably there. But it is going to move in this direction towards Runix. Instantly, just like, you're a threat. You don't belong here. And it is going to use Scald to spray a fire-infused, superheated, spray a 30-foot cone of superheated water. And it'll just shoot it in a direction that won't hit you guys up there.
Ray.
And Sue, he needs to make another dex save. He's gonna save. Save takes half as much damage, so 66. Oh, why didn't roll that? It didn't roll the damage. So 17 halved is 8. So he does take 8 fire damage.
Take that. And
Wait, who does?
Runix.
The Infirmary Guardian just went down.
Oh, whoops. Yeah, I'm dumb. I can D&D. Shut up.
It's okay.
It's
all
been
coming-
4 months.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay. That is its turn, and that brings us back to Runix. Runix looks over his shoulder at the Guardian, sees the guards at the far end, and kind of gives a smile. Taylind and Fleck, he's looking your direction, but you do get the feeling that he's looking right through you.
Yeah.
He's looking at Dinar for whatever reason. Like, Dinar is his target, and he's just like looking through you to Dinar and says, "I got friends too."
Oh boy.
Oh, crap.
And he's going to raise his hand, and he kind of clenches it, and you see that same kind of arcane energy, Ataxian magic, kind of ripple out around his fist.
Can I counterspell that shit?
You can certainly try. This is chaos magic, so
Just tell me what I need to do.
You can go ahead and roll.
All right.
Yeah,
How does counterspell work
cast
again? All right. Counterspell, blah, blah, blah. DC 10. I roll an ability
Depending on
check using my spell casting ability. Okay.
Depending on
So
what
it's just
level
an
you're gonna cast
intelligence
it
check.
at. Yeah.
All right. Here it goes. And, how's a 22 work?
So I need you to give me a Arcana check.
All right.
As
How's a 27 work? Jeez.
that works very well.
I have
In the
18.
instant that you cast it, you realize that because this is magic from another source, that there's a chance that there's an extra chance of it not working because you're trying to cancel something otherworldly, something that the source is completely different. But perhaps out of just pure spite and hate for Runix, you're just like, you just kind of push through and just really channel that magic into it, and you manage to cancel his spell.
Oh,
Nice.
I mean, I'm burning through the spell slots like candy, but worth it.
So as the portal begins to open, right as he's casting it, and you see some other creatures just starting to. These ones definitely not from Port of Sands. These are something completely otherworldly.
Yeah.
It's like right through, and you counterspell that, and you watch as it fizzles out and just goes.
Not today, chucklehead.
He just kind of looks at you and says, "Time for that later. You will not stand in my way."
Okay.
mean,
And
Physically standing in his way, but yeah.
because of that flick, he's gonna cast his vengeful glare on you,
Oh no,
sure
here we
he
go.
is.
and I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh, my best save.
hey,
As
here
his
we go.
eyes momentarily move from Dinara, just now they focus on you, and you see
I
there's like
seem to recall getting petrified last time I had to roll a wisdom save. Let's see how this goes. There's a 7 for
crying
you,
out
folks.
Oh boy.
Well, it was a fun fight while it lasted.
Here we go.
You are not petrified.
That's a step up.
However, you are paralyzed until he deals damage or until the end of his next turn. So if he deals damage to somebody else, if he moves away from you, it kind of breaks that. But until he does so, you can't. You're just paralyzed. You're just like, he locks that gaze on you, and you find yourself just locked in that gaze, and you're suddenly just can't move, and you feel a little bit of acidic wetness kind of leaking from in your nethers. There's a terror that is like, it's not fear. It's a terror. Like, it's an actual manifest thing that seems to just start to be like coursing through your veins, where you're like, this is Runix, but not also like this. There's something.
He's jacked up on something real bad, and I don't know how those pirate kings found that to put it in him.
So that's the fear element. So even after the paralysis ends, you will be afeared of him. As
that's super helpful.
He stares into your soul, and you're just like, oh no. Okay. That's going to be his turn. That counter spell was super interesting.
I'm glad it landed for what I paid.
So the guards, you get the sense as they move forwards, they take up more protective positions around the other patients, the ones at this end. They kind of see the fight, and they're like, we're not going to do much in that right now, especially against these things that are coming, but their job, right? Like, they're here to protect patients. So that is exactly what they're going to do. Those ones will move in. These ones at the top will kind of hesitantly move forward. Their eyes are kind of wide, as if like, this stuff shouldn't be happening. Like, what is going on in here? Dinar.
Okay. I'm thinking too many moves ahead, so what's my range on that?
So while this is
wow.
occurring, I will say that you recall when you mentioned Ship Vargost, you recall certain dwarf individuals that you'd encountered from the Port of Sands, particularly Ship Vargost, who has essentially declared the Radiant Dawn and you as their captain as enemies.
Mm-hmm. My book just went.
So there's that. This seems a bit extreme for, being the enemy of a pirate captain, but apparently Vargost, who is now the high captain of the entire city, recall that you were informed that he's actually renamed to Port Vargost, and he's actually taken control of all the other ships. So Vargost is now is running things, and wants you dead.
Oh no, what have I done? I drew a circle I didn't mean to draw.
Unacceptable.
Oh, there we go. I don't know how to do this. Can somebody else make a 30 foot circle for me with, that only hits Runix?
Like he's in it?
Yeah, 30-foot sphere. That would hit him and not anybody else, preferably. Holy crap, that's huge.
Yep.
Oh,
There we go.
that's maybe too
30
big.
feet is big.
Yep, I didn't think it was going to be that big.
30-foot radius? Yeah.
Yeah, 30-foot square is what, or sphere is what it says.
Yeah.
Whew. All right. Well, I'm gonna be hitting him with this and then dropping it, I guess.
Yeah,
I'm not hitting the other patients, so that's good.
I was gonna say, don't hit those poor people down there.
So Dinar is going to be kind of freaked out. He's going to start to swirl his arms around, and this sickly green, yellow kind of radiance starts to come from his hands, and then he's going to hurl it, or I suppose he's supposed to point, but he's going to point at that spot, and he's casting Sickening Radiance.
Ooh.
which is a concentration spell that emits a greenish light that spreads 30 feet from the centered point. When a creature moves into the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, the creature must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or take 4d10 radiant damage. Suffer 1 level of exhaustion. Emit a dim greenish light for a 5-foot radius. But I guess initially it doesn't do anything else. And then Dinar is going to just take a few steps back because Runik's after him, so 5, 10, 15, 20. Just back to this bed, back to Yariel. That's my action, and I don't think I have any bonus action that I could do there.
All right, I want to see something.
Oh man, did I scry? Man, I don't have full spell slots here. What have I done?
We might have scried or messaged or something today.
Yeah,
I must have done
Definitely
that.
did something.
Yeah.
I'm half prepared for battle, guys. So
Nice.
yeah, but
Okay.
I do have offensive spells.
So let's roll an intelligence for Runix. He doesn't necessarily understand the nature of the spell, but he gets he feels the energy there, whatever.
He's in a bubble.
As you cast this. And so he's going to use a legendary action to teleport 30 feet away.
No! No!
Yeah.
Teleport 30 feet away where? Towards me?
To wherever he wants.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Actually, hold on. Yeah, actually, he probably would because he's wants you dead.
So, does that happen within my turn?
It's as a reaction, so that's after that action, and then I guess you would move after that. But yeah,
Well, I'm just
where
curious. Like,
were you?
do I was oh. Well, yes, I was.
The legendary action, it's a reaction. He can just he does it.
So I'm just wondering if it's still within the
It's
parameters.
at the end of your turn. It's
at
basically
the end of
your
my turn. Okay. I was
Yeah.
gonna say if he moves while I'm still in my turn,
I think
then
that's
I
the
would
order,
drop.
right? Yeah, the legendary
sickening
reaction.
A legendary action, yes, would be at the
But it's end of the turn, yeah, not at the end of the action. Yeah, so
Okay. So
once you've moved and finished your turn, that's when he does it.
okay. So then I'm up here.
Yeah. It's different than a regular reaction, yeah. So you cast it and you move away and you just see him go or just appear.
He's doing stuff.
And I don't have any bonus things that I can think of right now that are going to help me. So
You're
I
not
guess
gonna
that's my
run
turn.
from me to know.
Yes, he is.
don't worry.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
Don't worry. I don't have to run. So the sickening radiance actually stays until I dismiss it, which
yeah.
that's why I was asking. If he's moving after my turn, then the sickening radiance is still there.
Okay.
If it was during my turn, then I would drop it once I realized he was gone.
Yeah. Okay.
I just can't click while that thing is up. That's all.
Oh, you can't click your character?
Oh,
As soon as I click
let me
somewhere
hear
else
me.
if I click somewhere else on the map, then it clears that thing.
Oh, sorry. Okay, well then I'll draw a circle. Give me a
no, I
second.
got
Hang
it.
on.
I got you.
Okay,
I got
he's
you.
got it. All right.
Once you've got a thing on there, then well,
Where is it centered? There.
yes. Actually, it's for some reason it's centered in the middle of a square rather than the corner. But whatever.
Weird.
Whatever. I get the idea. It's not gonna matter anyways.
Oh well, we'll work on it. Now I've got a goal. Drag him back into the thing.
I moved it to map too, so it should be
Walk on it.
yeah,
All right.
there. There we go.
What are my forced movement options?
All right, so Yariel is not a fighter. She's a healer.
That's
She
probably
works.
still going to be handy.
She works in the infirmary. Yep.
Assuming she doesn't just flee for her life.
No, she is not going to do that. I think Well, she's got some stuff up her sleeve here. She's kind of taken aback by this dude. There's not very really to heal yet, so she's gonna cast Guiding Bolt on him.
Oh. It's handy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, at least she's got that.
She doesn't have well, but she's got it.
19, that will hit.
That's good to know.
Yeah, that'll hit. So 46 radiant damage. And so he's going to do 12. So that's 13 points. Of radiant damage. So almost a reaction, or she just kind of like, as he's getting closer, she's just like throws out Marantha and Butte bolt towards him. It's like, it kind of looks towards Dinar, looks like, so Dinar's the closest, and she's just like, who is he? Wow, how did he get here? What is happening right now?
Fight now, talk later.
Very magic, much scary.
What he said.
Ooh, and she kind of looks like stupid. Very magic, much scary.
He's bad soup.
It's
Diane, Diane just looks pissed. First, she was confused and friends. She's just like,
Hey, she's got something to take out her frustration with me on now.
she does one of those like, are you kidding me right now with this? Like, what else is going to be happening here? And so she's in close range. She's going to pull out her tri-staff. And she's just going to just be like, you are not welcome here. She's not British. Comes out a little bit, I guess, when she's angry. So she's going to make tri-staff attack. And that's a crit.
Hey,
Hey.
where we go.
I've got to point out that should have been with advantage as well because of the guiding bolt.
That is true.
But
Oh, yeah.
didn't need it. Oh, well, there we go.
All right, so that's going to be
Talking
13
about.
bludgeoning. And it needs to make a con save. It needs to make a con save.
Was that critical damage?
Yeah, I rolled twice.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm seeing the damage attached to the failed roll. I wasn't sure.
Yeah, I rolled it on the attack. It just, that's where it shows up. Nah.
Okay.
That's just what it does. Runix needs to make a con save.
Okay, so he's got a good con save.
So he
I've got
doesn't.
everything saves.
Yeah, he
That's one of his
doesn't
lowers.
take the extra cold damage, but he takes the hit. So you see that her weapon is obviously enchanted, magic item. As she pulls out this tri-staff, you can see there's a couple links in it where she can pull it apart, but she just uses it almost like a bat, just as it crackles with cold in her, and she just cracks him across the head. And again, he takes it. His eyes don't leave you, Dinar. He's just like,
That's creepy.
just ignores the fact that she's even beside him. All right. As we come to the top of the round, we're going to pause and take a quick break.
Good
As
call.
it is 9:40, more than halfway through. So we will take a break. We'll be right back, and we will pick it up with Flick, who's no longer paralyzed because stuff has happened, but he's afeared.
He's
He is
a
a
fear.
No longer. No longer.
Oh no, wait,
paralyzed.
no, wait. Runix has
Hasn't
not
done
dealt
damage. He hasn't done anything.
That is true. So you are still paralyzed. Okay.
Yep.
But we'll be right back.
Oh
So-
boy.
Stay tuned. Action pack.
All right, welcome back. We kick it off round 2 with Flick, who's paralyzed.
Well, first off, I just remembered I got to show off my merch here.
Oh,
Yeah.
This is from our Jackbox Games night. And the caption, I don't know if you can see it, I cast magic missile. Obviously, it's a beautiful goblin portrait of yours truly, Flick Dog Slicer.
And
And
the Gilbert shirt in the works.
back to our regularly scheduled programming. So, I've done some reading during the break. Paralyzed condition says I am incapacitated. Incapacitated says I can't take actions or reactions. So I'm going to ask. Misty Step is a bonus action that has only a verbal component. Neither of those things are restricted by paralyzed or incapacitated. Can I Misty Step?
That's interesting.
very interesting.
Well, if the required actions to do it are not specifically restricted from the condition description, then I'm going to have to say yes.
Because there are other conditions that do say you can't speak, and
That is
paralyzed
correct.
isn't one of them. So, must mean I can speak.
Which is weird because when you're paralyzed, you can't speak. But
Odd, but
well,
yes.
I guess depends on the paralysis. But
Yep. I just have this image of like floating around like a toy, like an army man, since he can't move. She's just being picked up and placed.
Nah, just between gritted teeth, and he's like, screw you.
yeah, imagine it's like he can barely like.
So
That's about as much as you can get. It's just a. Yeah.
So because
say
I am scared of him, I cannot get closer.
That is true.
The other thing I'm going to ask is, if I am still 10 feet away when I finish my Misty Step, does that count? Like if I
10
can,
feet away from him.
yes, if I pop to the other side of him, I'm not closer. I'm just sort of taking a shortcut to go around him.
As long as you were not closer in any way. So if you like are the same distance but on the other side, whatever, yeah, you just can't be closer to him. So yeah, I guess because with Misty Step, you're not actually moving through.
I'm not moving through the intervening space. I just disappear from one and appear on the other. So
I'm gonna say because magic, which is just always the answer. Like, well, how's it? Just because magic. Yeah.
So I will put myself between Dinar and Runix, because even though I'm completely paralyzed, I'm still gonna be a speed bump. Damn it. And that's my turn.
Oh man, what a turn.
A lot of rules are lawyering to move 30 feet, but you know.
What a turn indeed.
But no, I appreciate what you're doing there. So I think that works well. Okay, Taylind.
Right.
Runix is now on the other side of you because he also did the I can teleport. So
Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, you've also got a clear shot now. I got out of your way, so.
Sure. I mean, I kind of want to try out the sword. I mean, Craig is such a nice DM. He gives me a new weapon and then immediately a target to use it on. I feel like
almost intentional.
Yeah, it's like, standard game design. Why would I abhor it? Such a
almost
gift.
Like I prepared before this session.
such a bountiful boon that has been granted to me.
DM who prepares? What?
The question, of course, is what do we do? What do we go for here? Because I feel like Taylind doesn't know what he is, but Devin does, and Asunder would be great. But I don't think that's going to work immediately. The Schism is kind of cool, but he can teleport, so all that's really going to do is just make things awkward to constantly try to position him. Dissonance is interesting, except for the fact that it's going to hit everything. So I feel like Sundering is still the fun one, but it's like I can only do it once. So maybe we'll try Schism first. Just let's experiment here. Okay. So I'm gonna let's see. First of all, bonus action spell. Do I have any of those? I think I do. Because if I'm not gonna cast a spell, let's do. Oh, I have freaking Bardic Inspiration. That's a thing I can do. I'm going to kind of just flourish Cabin Fever ever so slightly as just this beautiful, melodious tone wafts forth from it. I was floating neath a tropic moon and dreaming of a blue lagoon. Now I'm as crazy as a loon. And it's going to come down onto Runix. But in doing so, I shall throw a Bardic Inspiration onto Flick. Because you need to get out of whatever is affecting you. So, may that boon be granted upon you, sir. Right then. So I got a +3 to this attack.
Yeah, you do.
So this is going to be sick. Alright.
It's a nice sword.
This is going to be a +10 to hit.
That's not bad. Actually better, but
25.
that'll hit.
Oh!
It squeaks in.
So that's going to be a D8 plus 5. And I'm going to have this deal radiant damage because Taylind is smart enough to look at this guy and be like, necrotic might not be the right choice here.
Okay.
So it's going to be 9 radiant damage, and I shall cut between planes, tearing open a small rift in reality, creating in the space that he's currently standing in a schism.
So that's an action to do that. Or...
Oh yes, it is. Sorry, I meant I was going to do the sundering thing because I hit him, but
yeah. So the sunder you can use with an attack.
Yeah, that's when you. That's, you
dissonance
do an
or
attack.
schism
Yes.
are separate things you can do
The
with the
question
blade.
is, do I want to do that? Because if he just succeeds, he'll take more damage. But like, I kind of want to hold on to that to like dissolve him into nothingness. I'm gonna make a roll for myself here.
What would Devin do? Devin, what would I do? I don't know,
Yeah.
Devin.
24. Okay.
Taylind does have another self to consult now, so
I'm gonna hold off on the sunder then, since I've only got 5 charges. And I'm just gonna swing into the sword. And what happens as the blade makes contact? What do I witness?
So the radiant doesn't do any extra damage, let's say that, but it does connect. The blade seems to cut through, like it damages him, but it's weirdly non-physical the way that it hits. Like the blade is of the void, and so it actually like cuts through the matter where he is and just damages him, like damages his reality. And so it doesn't slice in the same way. So again, like its attack is different, right? It does instead of slashing. So you slash it like a sword, but it doesn't like cut like a sword. Instead, it more like rips through their fabric of existence. Is the best way to think of it. Like, yeah,
interesting.
It's a sword,
so I'm just gonna
not a sword.
I'll do the swing and just be like, "Oh, that's cool."
Yeah, and so as it hits, I say too, right? So if you get past it, like there's no resistance, like. You don't feel it going like sliding across. It's just like it just goes through him.
Cuts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Cool. I think that'll be me then.
Awesome.
Testing some things out.
All right. So that brings us to the Infirmary Guardian, who's going to use his water to appear right over here, connected to the water, because it's cool.
That's cool.
I was wondering if it would be able to go up those channels or not.
Yes. So what I say, you guys are smart enough with magic to gather that the water in here basically is the guardian. Like this is its house. And so wherever this water in here is, it can be. It's just, it doesn't need to be like, I'm going to move over. There's just like, I am now there because this is it. I am this water. It is me. So the whole water is part of the elemental, in a sense, part of the enchantment. All right. It's going to get all up in Runix's business here. Actually, if he's there, yeah, he's still connected to the water. Perfect. You just can't disconnect from the water. So whereas other elementals can kind of move out of it, that's its limitation, is that it's connected to it. But it can get right up there, and it's going to do 2 It's going to slam this dude twice because it doesn't like him. Oh, I don't click on multi-attack. Good job, Craig. It's been a while.
Oof.
First one is a 12. But he is flanked. And we have been using flanking, so because it's on the other side and it's got 2 with him, so with the flanking that will hit. So first attack, it's gonna do 12 bludgeoning and 6 fire for 18. There's been a lot of 18 damages. I'm just gonna say that number has come up quite often, I feel like.
Good number. I like it.
I mean, it's not bad.
And it'll hit the second time as well. For 20.
20's even better, I was going to say. 18's good, 20's better.
So the guardian just rises up out of the water, and again with his burning, like scalding hot fist, just comes in and just starts wailing on him. And yet again, even with this gigantic elemental behind him, just wailing at him, his eyes just don't leave you, Dinar. Like nothing has, other than that one time where he switched his gaze to Flick. The rest of the time, his eyes are just locked on you. Like nothing has stopped that. No amount of damage, anything. And it is his turn. And he can't use his Relentless because he took fire damage.
Oh.
So, that's interesting. What he is going to do... So Taylind being really up close to him now, you can see that his arms are bare, but there's a strange kind of tattered cloak that he seems to be wearing. It seems almost kind of melded with his form in some strange sense, but you can see that there's these strange leathers that are covering part of his body. And you see now that he seems to call upon something within them as these ghostly tentacles kind of reach out of him and surround him. And he raises a hand towards you, Dinar. And as he does so, a number of these ghostly tentacles kind of come out and mimic his hand. And he just goes, gives you a little bit of summons. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay. My wisdom save is one of my trained saves. So I'm going to roll this. So this is +6. I rolled a 17, so 23.
Okay. You feel a magical call beckoning you to involuntarily move towards him. And there's just that momentary kind of half step forward, but you're able to resist it as you realize that he can seems to be pulling at something to be able to pull you towards him against your will. Well, he didn't like that you resisted that.
Shocking.
Mm-hmm. So, I guess he will.
Sit there and do nothing.
No. He's being hindered. His attention is on Dinar. But he recognizes Diane. He doesn't know who she is or care. The Guardian. Taylind, he knows who you are.
Yep.
And even though you are not his primary target, you are a target. So with that that beckoning abyss having failed, he will turn his attention to you, and it's a weird kind of cold just turn, and his eyes look at you, but only kind of half take you in as he's still kind of almost half looking over his shoulder at Dinar.
Yo.
But he pulls out from somewhere, like there's weird sort of chaos entity to him. He just pulls out this really dark, ragged looking, like wicked looking great sword with like wicked edges on it. And just takes a couple of slashes at you.
Oh boy, here we go! Oh god.
Jeez.
First attack, 24 to hit.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do much about that.
You can take 13 slashing damage.
Okay, look at that though.
And you're not his prey,
Oh my god.
so you don't take the additional necrotic.
Dinar, do not get hit by this guy.
Working on it.
And he swings in with another.
Oh.
Yeah, that's gonna hit. There's not much I can do about that either. Okay.
For another 13 slashes.
This isn't the worst. This is okay.
Where he just like rips you up a little bit.
I attempt to parry with my sword, and it just does not go well for me.
And that'll be his turn. As again, even after that, and he just now turns away from you and just looks at Dinar again.
So I am no longer paralyzed, but now I'm frightened.
That is correct. So yeah, he has dealt damage, so the paralysis moves. And as soon as he's like, I can move. And now there's the fear. Yeah, where you're like, why am I this? I wasn't this scared of Vernix before.
Now he's a chump then, and I promise he's a chump now.
All right, the guards. They're just gonna move closer to their wards there. I think they're kind of not really sure what to do or whether how to get into this fight. But this one is going to move protectively in front of Yariel. He's a guard. He's a god. Guarding him after all. Oh, silly guarding him. He's a god.
just
Be a bit daft guarding him. He's a god.
Just a small town guard.
All right, so they will move into moving into positions there, kind of at the ready. But you can see the guards like this is beyond what they're used to. They're like, we stop like people from breaking in, or like whatever. Like there's a dude who like just ripped a hole in space.
Yeah, get to it.
We don't really know. Like this isn't our thing, man.
Let's go, man.
Dinar.
Oh, is it my turn? Oh my goodness, yeah, that went fast.
Sure is.
So I've got some spells that I can cast.
You do?
I do.
Lord above.
That one is gonna hit everybody that I care about, so I can't do that one.
Are you gonna hit me? Yeah, thanks, buddy.
Is your circle gone at this point now?
Well,
or
no. So it's
Okay.
concentration, and it's there until I stop concentrating. But we're probably not going to end up using it. It's such a waste.
Super good spell, though.
I was going to say it costs so much to cast.
I hate to waste it. I'll do my best to push him into it somehow.
I'll leave it for now. I will leave it for now. I can always drop it later. Backed into a corner, stuff's hitting him, but it's not seeming to affect him. He's starting to slash at Taylind. It's time for action. So we're just going to make sure we hit him. So Dinar is going to conjure up a few magic missiles in the form of our Radiant Dawn, and he's going to cast that at 3rd level.
Ooh.
So that's 3, 4, 5 missiles that are going to be cast or sent out. So this is 5d4 plus 5.
Big old middle finger to Ship Vargas there, isn't it? Sending all the Radiant Dawns
Yeah.
out.
That's true. Yeah, that is true.
All right. Not amazing. That's
Magic
a
missile,
4.
magic missile.
2 is 6. 2 is 8. 3 is 11. 1 is 12 plus 5. So 17.
Oh, he didn't get to
17
18.
force
Man,
damage. I didn't get to 18. Nope.
You're not meeting the line.
I know.
You
Yeah,
failed
he has
it.
damage
You failed.
resistance 18, so anything under 18 doesn't have
Oh.
You gotta
Oh,
roll
man.
18 or above to get past his DR.
Yeah, 5e hardness is weird. Where as soon as you beat it, then all the damage goes through. Otherwise, none of it goes through. It's weird.
Yeah.
He's looking hurt. This is all good.
He is looking hurt.
Oh, yeah.
I
He's
need
looking
to
hurt,
make
but,
sure
yeah, again,
that
doesn't
I
seem to care,
am
so.
within 60 feet of range when he dies. That's the biggest thing right now.
You're like 30 feet away.
Yeah. I guess that's pretty much all that I can do. I need to remind myself of what bonus actions I have, because I don't think I have much.
I feel that.
Yeah, that'll be my turn. I'm not gonna move, because
Okay.
he's probably just gonna follow me, and then you guys have to try to catch up to him, so,
Yeah, I've got him where I want him right now.
yeah.
He's all mine.
Well,
I got him right where I want.
at the end of your turn, he is going to use a legendary action to teleport anyways, so.
Because he's a jerk.
Because he doesn't need damage for that, it's just a legendary action to do it.
That's why I got closer to D.
Oh.
We can work with this. It's all
We
right.
can work with this.
So
it's
he's just
true.
and then appears, and you hear the behind you hear the, like an Enderman.
Oh,
And you
jeez.
hear the, and you just feel the cold
Terrifying.
breath on your
If
neck.
you had hairs on the back of your neck, they'd be standing up. But,
Oh yeah. He just appears behind you like, hi. Yariel is like, oh, that's not good. Taylind, you have been hurt.
Yes, I have been. Oh, the pain.
You've also been wounded in battle. Eh.
Hey, hey.
But if Yariel has any kind of restoration that would heal Flick's frightenness, that would also be
A
valuable.
remove fear kind of thing. Yeah. Is that a thing? That must be a thing.
Lesser restoration can't do that.
I think there's
don't
a
know what could. Calm emotions?
Hmm.
Would that do it? I'm not sure. There must be yeah, I think there's a
must be
specific-
something.
She does not have that though.
Okay.
Yes, calm emotions would do it. You suppress anything that causes.
Yeah. That's what first came to mind was calm emotions. She doesn't have that. She does have cure wounds though, and she is going to just cast this at.
We should have all our fights in a hospital, man. This is
first
great.
command.
It's true.
That was
That's
really
true.
bad. I'll see if she casts it at second level, so I'll just add more. 4. So, Taylind, you receive 8 points of healing.
Neat.
Nice.
She uses a
Thank you. Thank you.
Second level slot for that.
that.
so she moves in and she will heal you because that's what she does. That's her job.
Good job, Yariel.
She takes it seriously. Diane. Oh. That could be interesting.
That's what you want to hear.
Interesting from allies is good.
It
We're
is
okay with
good,
interesting,
yes.
interesting allies. They're
Yeah, so seeing she's kind of gathered enough what's going on here with Runix coming after you, Dinar. So she is going to come and cast Death Ward on you.
Oh, snap. Okay.
great. Mhm.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, so she's going to give you Death Ward. So the first time you drop to 0 hit points as a result of taking damage, you instead drop to 1, and the spell ends.
Kind of like an orc now.
So she's going to prevent you from dropping there. So she's assessed the situation as like, this guy wants to kill Dinar. I'm going to make that harder.
Very good,
Neat.
very good. Appreciate that.
Yeah. So if you drop to 0, you're at 1 instead the next time. All right. Flick, you are feared.
Awesome. All right, here's the plan. Well, I can't move towards him, but there's nothing saying I can't move him towards me. So we're going to open up with a little thorn whip action.
That's
Oh, this is with disadvantage, though. So,
that's interesting.
18.
18 will hit.
Beautiful. I'll pull him 10 feet towards me.
That is interesting.
That's a good rule
That
corner
is
there.
very interesting. I've never thought of that before.
If you're if you're afraid of something, is moving it towards you moving? It's not moving yourself, but you're closing the distance. Interesting.
I want to get him away from D. That's and back into the friendly fire here.
It's almost as if
Interesting.
Ian went away on vacation and forgot to bring a book, so he brought the player's manual. And he's just like, how can I break this?
I think
That's twice tonight. I love it.
in this situation with the fear, knowing that it's going to pull you closer to him, I might get you to do a wisdom save on it to see if you're okay. Because if is Flick like, yeah, I'm
What?
going to bring him closer to me.
Yeah, this is the gut
It's-
check.
It's
Okay.
a very gray. Yeah, I think we need something to meet in
All
the
right.
middle there.
I
About
will
him,
gut
like,
check this with an 8. What's your bardic die these days, Taylind?
It's a D8.
It's a
take
D8.
that.
Would a D8 potentially put me over?
Oh yeah.
All right. I
It's
will
not
throw my
DC
bardic
20,
on
it's
that
kind of like a.
for 14.
I'd say that's enough. Yeah.
Beautiful.
But I think, does that make sense? That kind of makes sense to me where it's like,
Yeah,
it's like, I don't
he
wanna
needed
move
a gut
him.
check on this one.
yeah, like he's going to get closer to me. How do I feel about that right now, right?
Yeah. I'm on board with that. Oh, he takes damage from Thorn Whip too. I should roll that. Hey. 13 piercing damage, sucker.
Okay.
Drill says, if your guts say no, let your spine shout, yes, Flick.
Beautiful.
Unless your spine's being ripped out of you, then your spine
So
should say no.
he is pulled. I
No!
would love to have him in here, lovely, in a flanking spot, if that's okay.
Where do you want to pull him?
Pull him here between us so I can flank with Dinar and
You'd have to
take
pull
my
him
second attack.
through Dinar to do that.
I could. Well, can I not zigzag you? Like, I guess I pull him. I can pull him here, I guess.
I can't really pull like around a corner. Pull is just
Yeah.
it's more when you pull something,
Straight
it's
line.
a direct line towards you, right?
Fine. I guess I've weaseled enough on this turn, so I will pull him here.
I think that's fair. Yeah.
All right. So that was
Weasel, you certainly have.
the cantrip of my what is that? War magic. So I can still make a straight up attack with my second attack, which I will do still with disadvantage. I'll actually turn on disadvantage this time. Before I do that, I will bonus action hex his ass. Hex him for strength checks just in case it comes up.
Okay. Sounds good.
And here we go. Straight up attack.
I
How's
feel
a
like that's the
20?
one that's the most likely to come up.
20 will hit. Yep.
20 hits, so he can enjoy this smorgasbord of damage here. We got 10 slashing, 3 psychic, and 5 necrotic.
That's fun.
Ooh, and I'll dump in the Fury of the Small too, because
Wait.
might be the only time I hit.
That's 18.
Oh,
That's 18.
plus.
Well, it's actually not because he resists the necrotic, so.
Well, I'll put an extra 13 on top just to be sure then. How's
Pish
that?
posh.
And actually, you know what? He resists the necrotic and the psychic, so.
Well, there we go.
Uh-huh. All right.
Well, it was
So just-
18.
should have been 18.
actually
I agree,
13.
but
Plus an extra
Alright.
13 damage.
an extra 13 from the Fury of the Small.
So that'll be 26 then.
Because he is furious and scared. But that was a hell of a turn, I gotta say.
He's
And
furiously afeared.
I'm doing what I can, man.
Taylind.
Right. He keeps teleporting around. He's physically damaged, even though he personally is not reacting too much to it. All right. What do we want to do here? I really want to like sunder this guy and like take him out with it. It might work, but he's likely going to save through it.
But if it works, it'll be epic.
We don't know how many legendaries he's got from a meta standpoint.
It's true.
But you know
Level
what?
are we?
Go big or go home. Grab your partner by the ears, lash him to the wheel, dozy-do, step on his toe, and listen to him squeal. I'm gonna swing.
You said you're going for a sunder?
Yes. So
Okay.
I'm gonna make a normal attack. Whoa, hold on. I didn't math that right. Let me remove that so I don't do a stupid amount of damage. 25 to hit.
Yep.
Oh, you've changed the name of it.
That's what it's called now.
Yeah.
Canon,
Told you,
yeah.
Faramnis. It's Elvish for cabin fever.
That's
I
right.
rolled a nat 1 on the damage die there, so
Oh,
only looking at 9 radiant.
all right.
But he won't be taking that because instead I'm going to target his thread.
Okay.
We'll need to make a DC 18 Constitution save.
He's got good con. Come on, come on. Hey!
Oh,
That is a fail.
Look
and
at
he
you.
is going to use his second legendary.
There it is.
You're burning them though, so he doesn't have them anymore.
He still takes 12 force damage.
Where's that chunk? I did not chunk as much as I was expecting.
12 is, not the
Still
much.
pretty good. Still pretty good.
not quite 18, so you know.
Man, I had like
Exactly,
5 words and
yeah.
everything ready to go for that.
The irony of this whole 18 is that that's
What do
our
I-
class too. So.
What do I see happen? Like what emanates from the blade?
So it does that same thing where it just kind of parts through him, but that sort of inherent resonance of the blade, that hum, grows and becomes very discordant, and you actually see as a border around the edges of the blade, it seems to be like searing reality in that space. So it's actually like you can see almost like the void kind of expand a little bit around the blade as it starts to hum loudly and just it seems that tries to vibrate him out of existence in a sense.
Okie doke.
And it does pass through and deal damage. And you feel that slight resistance this time as it's trying to go for his very thread. But he manages to hold it off.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna throw a little bit of bardic inspiration at my buddy Dinar. Captain,
Taylind.
I've got cabin fever. I think I've lost my grip. We've
Thank
lost
you.
what sense we had. I've got cabin fever and I'm going mad.
Like we might need to take this sword away from him. He's going crazy.
It's all right. I've seen crap like this before. He'll be fine. Just need to get some booze into him, then he'll chill the hell out.
Ah,
So is that it, Taylind?
Yes.
All right.
I've got cabin fever, no ifs, ands, or buts. I'm disoriented and demented and a little nuts.
The Guardian, I think, can... You can't quite get to him, but you can get close enough for a spray, I think. It's going to be a cone, though. I don't know if I can get out of the water enough to... Oh! No, he's going to hit the temple guard.
Oh, interesting. He's having some difficulties.
And he won't harm the guards because they're part of the sanctuary.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Shoot. He just rages with boiling fury as he wants to attack Runix, but he's too far away, so he just
Doesn't
kind
have tempo reach? Oh, that's too bad.
No.
That is unfortunate.
Yeah, because he has to stay, it has to stay connected to the water.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have space to, like, if it could move sort of partially out of the water here, it could, but because Dinar is there, he can't get anywhere.
I can hold my breath.
I will Misty Step and pull him towards me again, and then you can fight him next turn. if it wants to ready an action in case he comes closer.
Yeah, I could do that. All right, Runix. He did not take fire damage.
Uh-oh.
Last turn, I believe.
Let's see, you took Force, you ignored the Necrotic and the Psychic.
Yeah.
And Radiance you took, but no fire.
So he's going to use one of his Relentless to regain some health. Regen. Dinar, he's got you right where he wants you.
It's all right. I have
Yep.
that many hit points. I'm good.
All right, so he is going to use his Vengeful Glare on you. I need you to make a Wisdom save as he bores those cold, dead eyes directly into yours.
This is different than what he did earlier.
That's
Wisdom save.
This is what he did to Flick.
Yeah, that's not gonna go well.
Okay, so this is plus 6.
Just
so
roll well.
I rolled the same thing I did the last time. I rolled a 17 plus my 6 for 23.
Ooh,
easy peasy.
This dice is on fire tonight, so I'm just gonna put that in a good spot.
All right. You feel your body seizing up and fear seeping in, but you manage to just push through that and be like,
Not today, fear.
But he's going to
think crazy thoughts.
Oh boy! Wow, that was weak.
Super misses.
That misses me. I'm a armor class of 14 currently, so
yeah.
Wow.
Well, second one.
Had to open my big stupid mouth.
You have shield, right? Please tell me you got shield.
I do have shield. I do have shield.
Hey, whoa. I got things.
Ooh.
I got things.
Oh, you're gonna do things.
Now, I'm going to freaking stupid cutting words. I'm assuming this guy can't be charmed because he's undead. So I don't think cutting words is gonna do it. Because cutting words is this dumb thing where
it cannot be charmed.
Cannot be charmed. Yeah. So instead, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do good old. Here we go. Silvery barbs.
Oh yeah.
And we're gonna take the gamble here.
All right. We can
Reroll
re-roll it.
Go ahead and re-roll it. Well.
Okay,
On the plus side, um,
I'm gonna take the 19.
Dinar is
You
gonna
really-
get advantage on your next attack roll, ability check, or saving throw.
Okay.
So maybe
So-
that'll help.
Well, I could have shielded
Yeah.
before. I can no longer shield.
That's the kicker there.
Yeah. So my AC is 14 plus 5,
Well, hey.
19. So
What would you do without me?
Survive.
take less damage.
So you take 14 slashing damage,
Plus.
and you are his prey.
Oh crap. Oh crap.
So you
Okay.
take an additional 14 necrotic.
So that's a total of 28. It's been too long since I've mathed. What is that? That hurt.
Yeah. About a third of your hit points. Sort of poof.
Yep.
It's fine. It's fine.
This is
Or you're gonna have
fine.
to concentrate on your your radiant.
Oh yeah.
What's it?
That's true.
I rolled a 7, so it drops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would.
Runix looks at you, Jadar, and he says, I told you, one of us must die.
Now, I got dibs.
And he will end his turn. These guards are going to just kind of hang back there. This one doesn't really know what to do, so he will actually. No, he doesn't have a bow. Only a sword. Okay. This one, however, beside Taylind, unwittingly doesn't want to be beside Runix, but he is. So he's going to do something very brave. For your standard guard.
Oh, bravery kills you.
And he'll go two-handed on his longsword.
Ooh.
And we'll miss.
Well, he tried.
It's the thought that counts.
It's the thought that counts.
Yep. Yeah.
Yep.
And Runix is going to take advantage of that
Oh, I bet he is.
Oh,
to
jeez.
do use his legendary action to attack.
Oh, yeah.
Not the guard, because he can care less with the guard.
Sure, yeah, of course.
But he'll make a great sword attack on Dinar
Oh.
because he wants Dinar to die.
Uh,
19.
Yeah, he's made that
ah!
abundantly clear.
Yeah, that will hit.
So that's another 11 slashing.
Oh crap.
You're fine.
Plus 12 necrotic.
Fine. You're
Down
fine.
about 2/3 your hit points.
Yeah, you're
Now
fine.
remember, you do have the death ward on.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
you're fine.
Just remember, just keep that.
What are
in
you
mind.
freaking out about? You're fine.
And then I take an additional 12.
23 in total should put you to 24 remaining.
Yep. Yep.
And it is now your turn, Dinar.
Well, I was just rereading my spells, and I'm thankful I did, because I was going to do something, but that's actually going to make my other move not possible, so I got to do something else.
I'm holding invisibility. Whoa.
No.
Sorry, ADHD moment.
Okay.
Weird. Whoa.
So I think what makes the... Well, actually... No, he's right up in my grill, so I can't do...
He's right up in your grill. Is that a draconic term?
Dragonborn. Dragonborn
Absolutely.
slang.
Is that not something people say?
This guy's all up in my grill?
Should be.
Grill that I have.
I thought people said stuff like that.
In the 70s.
I'm backing you.
It could be
all right.
canon for, terms in this world at this point.
I gotta wait. I really hope that I
guess it is
don't go
now.
down because I really, really, really want to do this thing. So what I'm gonna do, because I can't magic missile from this distance, is I'm going to throw a shocking grasp at him.
There's nothing stopping magic missile from this distance, but yeah, shock and grasp also
Can't
works.
I not? I know we've had this
No.
conversation before.
No,
I can cast
it's
magic
not an
missile from this
attack.
close?
It doesn't
not
have
an
attack
attack.
rolls, so it doesn't matter.
Magic missile's
Oh,
one where
I thought
it's
it was
not an
because it
attack
was
roll.
semantics. Because you... Oh, okay.
That's
Well,
not an
then.
attack roll. Yep.
I
It
will
just-
cast
it just-
magic
Previous
missile at third
editions,
level.
yes, that would have mattered.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, well then. Dinar will conjure up some more Radiant Dawns and shove them right in his face. At
You-
third level, so another 5.
Nice.
Up the shoot.
That's better. No, it's about the same. So 4 plus 4 is 8, plus 2 is 10, plus 1 is 11, plus 5 is 16. 16 force damage.
2 away. Just
Come on.
yeah. Charlie says shove them up in his grill.
That's right.
His grill is pretty nasty. He's got some blood,
He's up in his own grill.
gingivitis and stuff going on in there.
Oh yeah.
Let's see, is there
That
anything
undead gun rot. Pretty gross.
else that I can do?
The
I don't
silent
think there
killer of
is.
gingivitis.
Responsible for the deaths of 9 out of 10 gingers every year.
Runix hasn't used his reaction, right? When that temple guard attacked or moved into him?
Yeah, he used it to attack you.
No, he used a legendary for that. He hasn't used it.
He used a legendary. Yes.
He hasn't used a
that's right.
reaction.
No, he hasn't used a reaction. He uses legendary.
Uh,
So if you move away from him, he will cut you.
yeah. But if I stay
With
here, he'll also
extreme
cut me.
animosity.
But he
Yeah,
has a
this is
long
also
way to
true.
go through a list. All right, that's my turn.
Okay.
Stay put.
Mm.
Yarael is going to come and heal Dinar.
Hey, that's
Hooray!
amazing. That's
Go
amazing.
team.
Oh my god, we
That's
have a
it.
healer.
Like I said, every fight we should have in a hospital. This is
Yep.
fantastic.
We'll just go about the countryside ruining all the hospitals, but staying healthy doing it.
This is what happens when you only have a bard as your healer.
He's going to run around to the side here. She doesn't have to be right there. Or she does, yeah. She will do cure wounds at
7th level. Dinar is fully healed.
can't do that.
You can
Um,
dream.
I can
She
dream.
can do 3rd level though.
Hey, I'll take it.
Oh, that's right.
So that will be 10, 12, 13. That'll be 14 points. 14 health
All
points
right.
restored.
Very good, very good.
Yeah.
Just shy of half. There we go. Oh wait, no, I'm over half. 5.5.
Diane. You energy undo a debilitating effect. Charm, petrify, curse. Target's ability score. Oh, man, Greater restoration doesn't even work for fear. That seems weird.
It's just calm emotions. Interesting.
Yeah. Okay. That's too bad. She has greater restoration. I was thinking that might work, but
I mean, it's not nothing.
mm-hmm. She is going to use her Wavesong on Runix. So Taylind, you know that there are a handful of clerics and servants of Marantha as they raise up an ability in the temple that they are gifted a boon from Marantha herself called Wavesong, after Wavesong Temple, where they're able to invoke the power of water in a divine sense. So you've heard of this ability, and you recognize it as you see it being cast, even though it's not one that you've seen before. But she summons forth a powerful wave contained, almost like a tsunami that's just like condensed down and contained in this one small area. And she's going to thrust it towards Runix, who needs to make a wisdom saving throw. That's a save. But he will still take half damage from this. So that is going to be +3 actually, sorry. So that's going to be 8 bludgeoning damage. That's right. It would have done more than that and pushed him away if it had hit, but something. She's trying. So she just pulls forth his wave, and he seems to just resist it, unfortunately, a little bit more than she hoped for, but
Hey, it's still something.
still something. All right, back to Flick. Now you definitely need to get away from him because you are adjacent, and that, as you being afeared.
Well, no, I just can't move closer. I can't get any closer.
True.
I mean, maybe you could. That's quitter talk.
I could go hug him.
If you want to get close, then yeah.
All right, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to open up with just a straight up weapon attack with disadvantage because he's a jerk. 15, probably not going to hit.
Does not hit, no.
Then I will Misty Step Shma. Is that right? There. Put myself there. And then for my second attack, it'll be another Thorn Whip to try and pull him away from Dinar. 16. Also doesn't hit.
Does not.
Great turn. All right.
Looks just like, I get that. No, oh, shoot. Run away. Attack now. Oh, man. So, man, I like the smell of urine. I just don't like the feel of it.
He's so close. Just need to
All right,
land
Taylind.
a hit.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, I
You guys are doing well, man. Canceling out that summons was huge.
I would
That was
like.
huge.
He's looking pretty weak, right?
Yeah.
All right. Let's try this on for size. Why not? Alaman left, Alaman right. It's time to sail or sink. Swing your partner over the side. Drop him in the drink. That will carve a schism into midair within his space. I will also designate everyone who is not Runix as okay.
Okay.
So he will
So
take
you-
9 damage.
Yes.
Any creature who
unavoidable.
enters the space or begins or ends their turn within 10 feet of it.
Yep.
And it would be 9 necrotic damage that ignores resistances.
That's correct.
And then as a bonus actiones, I would like to Misty Step, not here. Let's go to the top of this. Let's see. Let's go to like the stairs there.
All right.
Let's go over there.
Okay.
I shall descend into the mist of evaporating water and then reappear on the stairs as from the mist that pours out of the fountain. I shall just sort of like recongeal out of it.
And the guardian's like, "Hey, I do that too."
Let's see how he likes existing between planes.
I don't think he cares, but his body might disagree.
We'll see. Maybe he will. Yeah, you never know.
All right. Is that it for Taylind?
I think so.
Okay. Guardians can't really get to him. Just gonna kind of move down here, just hoping get a little closer. I guess there's too many people around. You can't use this spray either without hitting everyone else. So he will not damage non foes. So it's against his programming.
Yes.
His summoning enchantment.
Such as it is.
So you go hang there. And that brings us to the man of the hour. And he did not take fire damage last turn either.
That's right.
So he will use his last relentless.
I like the word last with runics. That's good.
Oops.
Hooray!
Hey!
No.
He accidentally died.
Huzzah!
I hit the wrong thing. That's where I wanted to go. The other way.
He had a heart attack and died. What?
He bit that cyanide tooth,
right.
and he was just done. Yeah.
Jeez.
All right. So
Got a lot of health back.
I doubled what he
there's
had.
a few.
He didn't have a
things
lot.
He wants
He
to
did
do
that, that's
here.
I'm guessing about 18.
Yeah, he's gonna invoke his ghostly tentacles.
Earl says garlic tooth right now rather than cyanide tooth.
Mm.
Because he's a vampire. Or vampire-y.
Is he undead?
He's got pointy ears and he had
I mean-
fangs.
He's not undead.
Dinar, that's a 21 to hit.
Fine.
I will
Yeah.
silver barbs that one because you can't even shield that. So I will throw silver barbs at your misfortune here.
Okay.
Misfortune.
Hey, that's better. And I'll give myself advantage because I'm greedy.
All right. That's good. That was his beckoning abyss.
That sounds bad.
It
The
sounded
ghostly-
bad.
The
That's why I
ghostly
wanted
tentacles
to
coming
go
out.
away.
So,
Sorry.
hey, that's uncalled for, Mike.
I was just trying to read what it was going to do.
Yeah.
But it came up as not anything.
Yeah, you can't do
Not a
that.
number.
All right, so that's his the ability coming out of his cloak there as the tendrils come out. And that fails, so sorry sword it is.
We've got him on the run.
Oh,
But I
jeez.
can't do anything about that.
No.
I've used my reaction.
Yeah, that's obviously going to hit. Oh, I'm in trouble. This is going to hurt.
So 11 slashing plus 15 necrotic.
You got this.
Okay.
And second great sword for 20.
I will grab that one. Let's try to keep him alive.
Your silver barbsing that one as
I'll
well.
barbs that one.
All right, you will reroll.
Hey! Doofus! Yeah, well, you know.
At least you didn't crit. You know.
That's true.
Dinar still gets advantage on his next thingamajigger.
On his
So
death
that will be another
Such a-
12 and 20 necrotic.
So I go to 0, but instead go to 1.
Yep. Your death ward.
Yeah, Death
Oh
Ward.
boy.
Go team.
Oh,
Team
jeez.
healer.
Boy.
You're down, and he's just like looming over you. Yeah, he's coming for you, man.
Crap.
He's coming for you.
Uh,
Always angry.
That's
He's
the
a
end
little
of his turn,
peeved.
however, though.
I'd recommend some fire damage.
So the guard this time, realizing that his attack enabled Runix to attack Dinar, is not going to attack him again because he's smart enough to be like, oh, I gave him a free attack on that guy and he's looking pretty hurt. Okay. So
Disengage. Come hang out with me.
yeah, he might just kind of move over here and kind of get towards Diane, one of the
Use
priests.
the help action to give someone advantage. You know?
He's not that smart.
Like it's coaching for the back and saying, "Hey, give us some help over here, buddy."
These are they're not paid enough for this kind of thing. They're there. They're
Get
there
out
for
of the
show.
way of the thing so he can do his thing.
Yeah, he's not thinking. He's not smart. Dinar.
I need to look something up because I don't want to ask you guys. Because I feel like I ask you guys too many questions.
You're hurt.
But I
man.
like answering questions.
All right, fine, Ian. Can I polymorph myself?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can.
For sure, 100%. Go full on Big Ape and mess this guy up.
Oh, I wasn't thinking big ape. I was thinking something
Or
small.
tiny fly, and you know.
Tyrannosaurus, whatever, man. whatever floats your boat.
Whatever floats your boat.
Oh yeah, I totally could go with something massive with a lot of hit points.
You could go with the Godzilla.
Is there a limit to what I could turn myself into?
Yes.
Yes.
It has to be a beast, and it has to be. What is it? It's like.
Challenge. Let me look it up.
certain challenge rating.
So it's
Certain
not just
challenge rating,
something that
yeah.
I've seen.
No.
So I-
that's wild
Polymorph
shape.
says.
Yeah,
Any beast whose challenge rating is equal to or less than your target's
Level. Okay, so anything
So-
of challenge rating 13?
But
13
it's
lower.
pretty beastly. But it has to be a beast. Yeah, it can't be like a monstrosity.
All right, let's take a look at the beast.
You can't be like, I'm a chimera.
Challenge rating. You said 13 or lower. Let's just take it there.
I think T-Rex is 12, isn't it?
Let's just group by challenge rating. See what we get. Beasts and
I feel like T-Rex is 12.
T-Rex is 8.
8, okay. Oh, I thought it was hard. Yeah.
Giant ape is 7. Yeah, T-Rex is the biggest beast at challenge rating 8.
Yeah.
All right, I've got a chart up here. I'm just trying to find... Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Why did it do that? Roll F. Rex. Tyrannosaurus Rex. So if I do that, is that going to give me... It is. All right. Dinar's been backed into a corner. It's time to unleash the literal beast. Dinar is going to get a illusory form of a T-Rex in between his hands, and instead of throwing that to somebody else, he's going to pull it into his own chest, and Dinar is going to turn into a giant, radiant Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Yeah.
What's your size? Huge?
Size is huge. And
That's
I
right.
have almost double Dinar's natural hit points as a T-Rex.
You're already a dragon, so
I figured that makes the most sense. So
yeah, Dinar just like morphs into like a giant T-Rex version of him. Just
Whoa!
you
I
feel
didn't
your
know you could
arms
do that.
You feel your arms shrink to nothing as the rest of you grows, and it's like, hey.
but that will totally be my action. And I'm not going to move because I don't need to take damage unnecessarily. So once in my large form, I will T-Rex at the end of Jurassic Park scream into the wind at him.
So the one thing to remember about polymorph is that it is concentration.
Yeah, that's him. Yeah, that's true.
So your AC is lower. You can't shield yourself. But your con save as a T-Rex is going to be fantastic anyway.
Yeah.
Your
Where's the
Constitution save is going to be +4. So
Yeah, +4, yeah.
What happened to the goat?
I can take
But
2 attacks as a T-Rex as well. That's
you can take
amazing.
a couple of hits.
I can take a few hits, yeah.
As long as you can keep concentration, you can take the beatings.
All right.
That's my turn.
That is your turn.
I mean, that's going to at least slow them down a little bit.
Yeah.
I need to do this more often.
Oh, it's super fun.
Wait. Yeah.
I've got a warlock who has this. It's muy bueno.
Okay. Ariel. She can't really do any healing.
Hey, is this
for you
guy
at the moment,
undead?
So
I could use some protection because I'm really scared of him.
he is undead.
Protection from evil and good makes me immune to fear from undead.
Yeah, she doesn't have that.
Well, she should.
She's a healer.
And I mean, she also wouldn't have prepared spells.
No,
Yeah.
not even that. She's like, protection
I will.
against undead in the
I will deal with my
infirmary.
own problems then. Apparently, carry on, lady.
She will. She'll go on the offensive, I guess, because she has a few.
Keep on keeping on.
So she'll throw another guiding bolt at him so that it can give some advantage on him after as well, because she's running out of stuff she can do here. Yeah. Oh no, you gotta actually do the attack there, lady. Why isn't it showing my attack? That was weird.
I see a 7+2.
That's damage, right?
That's for damage, though. Yeah.
No, that's the attack roll.
Is it attack
Oh,
roll?
yeah,
I
it is a
guess-
D20, yeah.
Or because she has her inherent bless on. Never mind. Yeah, so that fails. It just looked weird to me. I was like, why isn't it working? So she tries to guide a bolt all up in his grill, but she was a bit misguided. And it goes astray. So, yeah.
But,
Diane. Let's see if she's got anything. Nope, she doesn't have it either. I mean, she could throw a death ward on you, but nobody else is really hurt. How about she'll yeah, she can't heal Dinar either right now. If she puts a death ward on you while you're polymorph, I think that's still fine. So she's gonna do that again.
okay.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So she'll use another death ward on you. This is her job. Like,
Yeah. Let's do it.
yeah. You guys needed help in here, so I'm about to throw you in all up. Especially with your giant hammer missing. All right, so she'll do that. She's gonna kind of back up in here a little bit, and that will bring us to Flick. Misguided bolt, yeah.
Ah, boy. Well, I've got a nice big spot to drop it, so I'm going to put a level 3 flaming sphere right there.
I cast misguided bolt. Are you sure? No, I'm misguided.
So flaming sphere,
Brilliant.
we'll put it right there so it
Ooh.
hits him, no one else.
Okay.
And then I'll use a
that.
bonus action to boop him with it. So This is a level 3. So, Hex goes away. Not that it matters.
How big is the sphere? Just it's one, right? One square?
It's one square, and then it affects all adjacent squares.
Did you put it here, or did you put it one above it?
Yeah, I put it there.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, so he needs to dex save for half damage, I believe.
Okay.
He has
that's
failed.
10. I'll use I'm gonna use Indomitable before I use my last legendary.
He's
Go again. Burn them all.
He's because this is fired too, so he's gonna use his last legendary resistance. That is his last one.
Oh boy!
That's
oh,
right.
boy.
Keep track. That is his third, so he does not have any more legendary resistances left.
Beautiful. All right,
We got
so
one more Indomitable left, but
5 fire on a save then.
that cancels out. Rocky he doesn't have any relentless anymore, so he can't regain anymore. Burn him down. He can't regen, and he's lost his legendary resistance. So,
And if he ends his turn in that square, he'll take more fire damage, I think. Let me just double check that.
So close, guys.
Creature that ends its turn must dex save again.
Okay. That
He's got- that is it for me. He's going to teleport. I understand. But
Taylind?
All right. You guys haven't dealt with this dude yet? Holy crap! Dinar's a dinosaur!
he's scary, man.
Now,
For once.
is going from a dragon to a dinosaur a downgrade, though? Or is it?
Hmm.
Such are discussions that we shall indeed have. He's still taking damage from the thing because he's still within 10 feet of it. Can I make more than one schism?
I think it was one charge, right?
It's a charge, but can I have more than one active at a time?
It remains in place until the end of your next turn, and then
Oh, I
it's
see.
gone,
Yeah. So right. So this one will go away at the end of this turn, but I can make another one to keep him.
there, yeah, and then it would just replace the other one. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if that's the best use of my time. I feel like he's on his last legs here. I think we should go big. And
I didn't give him that. I didn't apply that damage from it last time. Actually, the start of his turn.
okay.
Oh.
He took 9.
1d12. 1d12 plus
Yeah,
3.
it was 9. Oh, jeez. Okay.
I created the weapon, and I didn't even. It's okay.
All right. Let's do this thing. Let's do some frickin' damage. Ooh. Okay. How do we want to do this? I am going to maneuver myself here. Does that seem fair?
Okay.
Actually, can I step here, or is Dinar in the way?
Dinar's in the way there. He's occupying those. He's got big giant T-Rex feet right now,
Fair enough.
and a tail.
I will move here.
He needs all that space.
No one goes after. No one goes after Dinar, without my say so. And I would
Sometimes
like.
with your say so. Somebody can.
Why would you say so?
Never know.
There's something hidden in that declaration.
And I am going to charge the energy of the air, gather the water as it swirls into a vortex out of the fountain and into the receiver of the pistol as the air itself coalesces and reads itself around. There's sort of a silence and then a loud, thunderous sonic boom as a pulse wave emerges from the gun.
Sonic.
And I
Sonic
would like
boom.
him to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okie doke. That would be
Hey,
16.
hey.
That is not enough because the DC is 17.
And he will use his last Indomitable.
That's fine. Oh, come on!
What are the chances of that, eh?
What?
That is his last, though. He's got no more rerolls, no more legendaries.
Now the darkness comes and the stars above circle round like sharks at sea. He is still going to take half of 43 force damage.
Which is a lot. 21.
And everything around him just goes flying back. Just bits of stone from the ground and dirt just...
He just full on anime style, just like stands there and ignores it, though. He takes the hit, but it's like everything goes
Sure,
flying.
yeah.
Like, oh.
Well, I was kind of hoping that would do it.
Oh, you think that would hurt me? You fool!
Yeah.
I'm so much stronger than that.
What the hey? Let's throw a wave surge on him for a strength saving throw as the water continues to try to push him back. Yeah.
He says no.
He says no. That's fine.
28 strength saves. That is
He
his
is-
highest.
He's stern. That's okay. All right, I
strong.
soften him up for you guys. Let's finish him off.
Yeah, he's strong, all right.
I have crashed against him like waves upon the rock.
Mhm.
Man. He cannot get to him. Unless... Wait. Nope. He can't get anywhere near him. Oh. This square?
We have potential.
Is he hitting Tanar? I guess he is. Tanar's a... Does he know? Does the guardian know that T-Rex is Tanar?
Is it a 15-foot cone?
It's a 30-foot cone.
Oh boy.
I guess, so yeah, not even... It would hit Yariel. Which he definitely won't do, but if he does it there, he'll hit Dinar. Can't. He's forbidden to attack. Advisor members there, so... He's not much help at the moment. Sorry, guys.
No, it's all good.
You know.
Runix looks up at the T-Rex. Which is interesting.
And runs.
He's gonna try his beckoning abyss one more time. He's got one left of these.
Uh,
28.
to hit?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my armor class is only 13.
No barbs, nothing else coming his way. So you're gonna take 22 points of damage. You're pulled, but you can't really. You're already adjacent, and you're not frightened, so you take the additional. But that's 22. So you're gonna have to roll your concentration
Oh, yeah. Oh, shoot.
on polymorph.
So what do I got to be here? A 10?
An 11.
An 11.
Half of it.
Is there anything added to this, or is it just a straight roll?
+4.
Add your
Oh, my spellcasting modifier?
No, plus your constitution. It's
Your
a constitution save.
Oh, it's a con
Ah,
save.
T-Rex.
Okay, sorry. So then
concentration, concentration.
Okay, so
Constipation.
8 plus 3 is 11. So is
You're
that... I'm good?
Yeah, the T-Rex is +4. You'd use the T-Rex's con
I used the
save.
T-Rex's con save. Oh, okay.
So even
Okay,
better.
well then I'm 12. Yeah, so, okay.
Yeah.
Easy cake.
Roll a constipation check.
Yes.
What?
All right. And that's the last of that. He's getting low on his special stuff.
Yeah, you keep saying that.
Running out all of it. Well, he can still just swing his stupid sword at you. So
Sure, yeah, I suppose.
Yeah,
come on,
20
he's legendary. He's
22 will hit.
that's 10 slashing, and you are its target. His target, even though you're in different form. It still recognizes the target. So that's a total of 23.
So it's another DC 11 con save.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a 3, so that's going to fail.
So your polymorph ends.
Ooh.
I didn't even get to attack with it. I didn't get to bite him.
On the upside,
Why would he let you do that? You took the damage. You absorbed the damage. That's the upside.
yeah, he just soaks like another 50 points of damage with that. So it's not nothing.
But you gotta drop back to your.
Yeah. I'm back down to 1. Oh, crap, but does he have another...
He does.
Oh, jeez.
Uh-oh.
See, this one I'll silvery barbs
Okay.
to get it within
Oh.
shield distance for you, hopefully. See,
There you
Oh,
go.
thank you. Thank you.
nothing.
There you go.
Oh,
But I'll
my
take the
goodness.
advantage again because I'm greedy that way. So,
Yep. Yep.
Wow.
and I'm still afeared. So
There you go. That's it. He's just
Dang.
staring at you with rage. Guards are just standing there on
if
guard.
he doesn't move, he's taking more fire damage because he's still adjacent to my sphere.
He will because he's locked, right? The
He's
rage is
locked
taking
in.
over.
I'm okay with that.
What does that do?
Let me just where is that flaming sphere at level 3? So another dex save.
He can't do anything about these anymore. That's a 14.
He fails, so he takes the full 11 fire.
Oh.
All right.
That bar's getting smaller.
Well,
He's got no more. Yeah, he can't do any of that. So yeah.
Dinar's been humbled and glorified as a T-Rex and then re-humbled, and Brunix is almost dead. We need to finish this, so 5th level magic missile, that's 7 darts.
Yeah.
Because I'm
Here
not
we
taking
go.
any bloody chances here.
Oh
So that's
yes.
good. 3 and
It'll be more than
3
18,
is
that's all I'm
6,
saying.
plus 4 is 10, plus 3 is 13, plus 2 is 14, and one more dice is 1, so 15, plus 7 is 22.
2.
22 force damage.
Oh, he's so close.
What?
I see there's a pixel of health left on that bar.
No. Power surge! Power surge!
Oh, yeah.
Power surge!
Yes.
Pour it all on.
Let's see. Whenever you successfully hit a spell, whatever, doesn't matter. Once per turn, you deal damage to a creature or object with the wizard spell. You can spend 1 power surge, deal extra force damage to that target. The extra damage equals half your wizard level. So that's an additional 6 force damage.
He had 3 left.
Yes!
Beautiful.
He had 3 hit points left. Dinar,
Yes.
coming close to dropping and just having him in your face, knowing that he's coming from Ship Fargos, just like you're an enemy now. And you just channel all that into forming your magic missiles in the shape of the dawn, and just with the draconic rage from your ancestors just building up inside you, you just like fire like full on into him, and you watch as Runix's body, it doesn't just drop, it disintegrates as you just burst it apart. Your ships just like tear through it, and the remaining vestiges of whatever physical form he had left just blast away. The cloak that he was wearing drops to the ground.
Hey, look, gear. Free stuff.
Dinar, give me a perception check at the very end here.
Okay, there's one other thing that Dinar wants to do if
Okay.
if something has happened here, but perception?
Mm-hmm.
That's a 15 plus my 1 perception, so 16.
16, okay. As his body disintegrates, there's a puff of smoke as well that emanates from it and just raises up into the air. Then
Okay.
just keeps going.
Okay. As that puff of smoke is going out, Dinar rifles through his bag, pulls out his silver cage, and is going to cast Soul Cage to try to trap his soul.
Oh, dude.
Okay.
I have been sitting on this spell since like last year, waiting for the right opportunity.
Yo,
This is an opportunity.
Wow.
So this spell snatches the soul of a
Well,
humanoid
well,
as
well.
it dies and traps it inside the tiny cage you use for the material component, which I got. The stolen soul remains inside the cage until the spell ends, which is 8 hours, or until you destroy the cage, which ends the spell. And then while I have the spell in the cage, there are things that I can exploit to ask it questions, steal life, borrow experience, see through its eyes. So assuming he died, there's no
This is
save.
There's no save or anything?
There's no
This is a-
save.
Perfectly moral thing to do.
Well, but one of the biggest things about this, there's 6 charges, and one of the biggest things we can do is we can query the soul, and it has to respond to the best of its truthful ability. To the best of its ability, it must answer truthfully to the question. 6 times.
Okay.
Damn.
As that black puff of smoke rises, you pull out your soul cage and watch as the escaping soul of Runix, returns and
Picture totally Ghostbusters ghost trap. Just sucking them in.
wow.
Dang.
That Devin, that's
That's something else, man.
okay.
That's
I was inspired. That's
Mike, I don't even think you.
That
you
is
don't-
an
You don't even know what you
interesting-
just did, man.
That is an interesting solution.
That is wow. Okay. You have Runix's soul.
For 8 hours.
His leathers drop to the ground.
And I burned them all up with my flaming sphere. No, wait. I will dismiss the flaming sphere and save the gear, I guess.
The guardian is going to return to normal size.
Oh, wow, this sword's kind of cool. Did you guys see all that
The
cool
room
stuff?
quiets.
Does it?
Well. The gear, upon inspection,
Oh, yeah, free stuff.
are the Leviathan leathers.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So I will put that in.
Ready.
Oh, that's how he was
Yes.
casting Beckoning
No
Abyss.
cloak, no cloak or cape, eh?
So, with Runix defeated, room quieting again, leathers to ponder over, a trapped soul to morally ponder over. That is where we will leave it for this episode and pick it up from there next time. Well done.
Oh boy, oh boy.
That could have gone many different ways. There were some clutch moments in there. very, very clutch silvery barbs, dispelling or preventing the summons.
Yeah, that. Wow.
Even T-Rexing to absorb damage. There was a lot of things that were pretty
Kind
key
of
there. So
uncorked there.
it was pretty crazy. But yeah, that will be it for this episode. So thank you everyone for watching. And yeah, if you are checking out the VOD, then we encourage you to catch us live next time. Check out our Twitch channel, Eldritch Creations over on Twitch. Subscribing, you can get some perks, and we get to have some fun together. So please do that, and we will catch you next time. So bye bye.